fur all over your face, and then you have fuzzy face fine. Or get one of those gigantic fucking furry outfits.
Just call that guy.
Oh yeah, they're called fursuits. Gosh, get it right.
Where's your fursuit?
Those are expensive.
Do you at least have a fur head?
No, those are expensive.
Well,
like entry levels, like over $1,000.
You should.
That's why you get a job.
No, you should undercut them by making your own fursuits by like I don't know, like $50 less, $100 less.
Oh my god!
And then undercut the market.
Hey, yeah, make your own fursuit. Hey, if some kid in fucking Ethiopia, Africa, can create a fucking goofy little car, you can make a fursuit.
What if that starving kid in Africa is actually a furry and he needs to buy a fursuit too?
Yeah, okay. So he made the car in order to go from
there's that fucking there's that meme everybody knows of where fucking suspiciously rich furries. That's a fucking thing. But to be fair, most furries are in the IT sector, so there's
There's a surprise.
That's weird. I've not met a furry other than yourself. Unless they're all closeted furries.
I was gonna say, probably never told you.
But it's always a recurring joke because I remember seeing some pictures of just like a plane packed with fucking furries going to like Anthrocon. Like you're talking like every seat was almost just somebody in a fucking fursuit, and it was a big photo and it was really cool. And half the shit that was memed about that.
Were they flying first class?
Fuck off! But well played, you fucking idiot! God damn it!
Oh, amazing.
But no, some of the memes that were floating around is like, man, if that plane went down, like half of the fucking United States IT fucking it would just fucking die. There's so
it would
many.
Literally be a fur missile.
God damn it!
If you're not careful, it'll ferment.
No, that's inside the suits.
Were they on a red plane?
Oh my god.
Call it the Red Rocket Express.
Oh my god, T, get the fuck out. We don't need Enzio or Toodles tonight.
Okay, it says the guy that fucking was down 3 times got picked up at least twice by my healing bombs.
I made some mistakes, okay? Mistakes were made.
Specifically for you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. I had a question for Nutty. Hey, Nutty, when you get a chance, can you look up Astrid's fucking heritage?
It'll have to be after the session.
Yeah, that's why.
Just remind me at the end of the session. I'll look it up. I don't have it in front of me right now. I got it in my
Oh yeah,
phone.
I'm sure you don't. That's a little obscure.
Yeah, you're not meeting Astrid anytime soon. Well, not at least here anyway.
Yeah, not for a while.
Now that I'm level 8, I have the Astrid summoning spirit. Does that work?
Weird.
That's a different Astrid.
Well,
Astrid.
Pyro, there is an opportunity for her to die, and then you to become a summoner, and her to become your eidolon. We have done this before.
Yeah, we have done this before.
What?
Jasper's not a summoner.
Yeah, no. I was like, you could multi-class into summoner.
Oh god.
It's like, oh no, Astrid died. Multi-class into summoner. Gets eidolon.
Where the hell? Oh, you changed it. Okay, that's what's throwing me off.
I changed it.
You changed the name of the
Nope.
Tailspire thing.
Nope.
Still PDG, blah 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 blah.
Yep. PDG PF2 campaign or something like that.
I could have sworn it was longer before.
It's like that in all my files too.
Is it?
He said, maybe you get that looked at, Pyro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it fester. Ooh. I don't remember this.
Oh lord.
It's gonna take a moment. Okay, I remember the statue. Yeah, okay. Then we moved over here. It's just everything was gold for
I
a
think
moment. It's
Pyro
like, I don't
needs a
remember all this
reboot.
gold.
Yeah, for real.
Beep boop, beep boop.
All right. So, you guys have been traveling down south toward
Last time
Salinka
on
Pass.
Dragon's Ball Z.
On pay. You guys travel down south towards Salinka Pass to find this temple that was being spoken of, in hopes to perhaps do some things here. At least one of you guys had some plans here, or maybe here. Don't know here. Don't know. But you also, you guys get that? I don't know. Well, if you guys got it, you got it. You guys made it here relatively undisturbed. Well, undisturbed actually for anybody. But little did you know you were being hunted the entire time. And some very good rolls later meant that you didn't get hunted outside of the temple area. So you guys got to some ruins and discovered that there was a small path underneath, seemed like a vault of some kind. Held many unfortunate souls that are now still resting there, as well as a vision for one of your party. The vision gave the look of a sapling or seed or something being pulled from a bowl held by a statue, as the man who pulled it hurriedly hoofed it. You guys then heard the sounds of your, unbeknownst to you then, trailers, and you managed to find yourself a little defensive position and make yourself one there before encountering something rather unexpected. A Grey Delver in this place. He tells you that there's a temple nearby that the rest of his party of 5, including him, is in, and gives you the lowdown on how he got there, being tricked by some Vistani to follow them to a nearby temple, and on their high of the temple that they had found, they followed them, and unfortunately they were waylaid after Salinka Pass into the mountains here, left to die. Though he does remark that the wagons did look pretty familiar, though burned. Now, you guys made it to the temple and held off an attack. We'll say it very loosely, held off an attack by your trackers, and got inside after lots of pain and suffering, finding that 3 of the companions had ventured forward while you guys were fighting on the outside. They had died in very gruesome deaths. Actually, you didn't know that before the fight, but still. And you resolved yourself to going ahead and going through the temple here, and have thus far encountered some floating heads that explode, and a rather dangerous statue. Well, part of a statue anyway. Seemed very impervious.
I didn't like that statue.
I
I
don't
don't like
think
it at all.
Oh, and also through all of this, Bright has disappeared and we got Grimbeck.
Yes, and you did get a Grim instead of a Bright after the initial fight there. You guys also did find yourself a library, or not necessarily a library, but a almost lecture room of sorts.
Hey, Nutty.
Huh.
Would you say our last fight we had a statute of limitations?
I mean, the death would be the statute of limitations, yeah.
And I mean, well, before that, we also had, it was looking pretty grim.
Ha. You had a bright future ahead of you, now it looks pretty grim. Alright. So,
The
you
grim is
guys-
not very bright, and bright is not very grim.
You guys have made your way down to the. Well, you guys have just fought that statue, rather. And watched it crumble beneath you, or in front of you, rather. And left you standing here. Some of you, at least, a little bit more hurt than others. And with that, what would you guys like to do?
Grimbo, rest.
Yeah, Grim's all beat this shit, right? Well, I'll battlefield medicine him to start. Or actually, I think I already did that.
Did
Did I
you?
do that?
I think you battlefield medicine Fevnor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing that happened to me, I got 7 hit points from something. Oh, you know what that was? That was you cast a spell, and you were like, I don't know why I did that. I could have just did that after you went down, and then you'd have more hit points.
Yes.
I can't remember what spell it was, though.
Well, I'll give you a little touch up here.
I
I mean, we can always beat Grim up and do it again.
You do have your wounded condition. Wait, no, you didn't go down.
Not yet, I didn't.
Well, yeah.
Dice for the dice gods!
Dice for the dice guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let me go ahead and do that
One,
just in
two-
case.
2 1s. And a 20. Damn, I burned a 20.
2 1s.
Got 2 1s out of the way, though.
There we go. It's a D20, so 20 dice for the dice god, so I don't have any bad
Oh,
rolls
wow.
today.
You gotta
No
do
hard
40.
if
You're
there's
gonna
a
make
bunch
him
of
angry.
ones.
Oh, you only did
There's
20.
3 1s in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting that. All right. That's right. I gotta do 40. I gotta fucking please the
That's
dice
20.
god.
That's 20 more.
You
Yeah.
just made him mad, man. You gotta do another 40. You gotta do the whole lot.
Oh, there's
The
another.
count shall
20 to
be
1.
40. Not more than 40. Not
Not
less
less.
than 40. But 40.
I'm not
Count
Way
throw-
more than a
I'm not
person's
throwing
swallow.
another fucking sets because I don't want to crash Nutty with all the dice. Remember last time?
Thou shalt
Yeah,
not
he can-
use
if-
sixes.
If you crash the DM gets a hero point against you.
Oh no! Fuck
And
him.
he can clear the dice now, and the dice gods
I
are
can,
still
yes.
appeased. The dice gods are still
Fucking
appeased at that
gives
point.
the
so-
gives the DM a fucking DM point. So next time I'm with fucking Stellaris here, and I'm like, Guardian deflection. He's like, hero point,
The
bitch.
arm falls off. So now you're never unarmed unless you drop your sword.
Fuck you. Do not give the DM fucking ideas, you son of a bitch.
We're probably gonna have to adjust the DCs on these medicine checks.
Are they too low or too high?
Too high.
Think so?
Because each rank is going up by 5, but you only gain 2 from your skills because without level requirements, rolling a 25.
25.
You might
is
have to
what?
reduce your level from
The
the,
highest level?
DC requirement.
Yeah, 25 is legendary, like the legendary training. But let's say I was legendary trained in medicine, that's +8. +12 is the max. So I would have to roll 13? No, I
Yeah,
guess that makes
that's-
sense.
Yeah.
That's if you're max stat and legendary trained.
Yeah, it is also a legendary thing to do. It's not gonna. It's a little bit less
Yeah.
than a 50% chance. You're just three off of it. So anything above 13, you got it. Oh, well, 13 and above rather. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to necessarily go up perfectly as you go. So then that's the next thing you choose. No, it's still supposed to be more difficult. That also means if you wanted to try the legendary one at a really low level, you
Yeah,
could.
it's just core book.
TK.
Core book, it would be 40. So
Yeah.
at level 20, that's a much easier roll. But I'm fine with that. It's doable. I just have the math thrown in my head. With max stats, it's doable. Like, with my stats, I have to roll like a 15 or a 16 or something,
Yeah. And again,
which is tough.
legendary.
No, I know, but the just comparing it to the DCs for not with level requirement, the DCs there are easier.
I mean, we could change it if you want. I mean,
No, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it for now. I was just thinking.
Thinking out loud.
Yeah, rambling.
I'll
Rambler.
refer you to a DC chart in the player's handbook of the D&D guides. Or is it the DM's handbook? Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at the treat wounds thing
Yep.
specifically.
Yep.
It's not a legendary feat to do your legendary heal. Like, it's just that's the healing check for that. Anywho, I guess I'll try. Oh, fuck it. We're on combat. I'll try the DC. What the fuck are we at now? Oh, 1 second. Let me check my heat. Am I actually expert or master? I keep forgetting. Load my thing.
And your phone crashes.
Yeah, I'm only expert.
I'll also say you're only looking at that with no item abilities or anything like that. So if anything gives you a bonus in any way, it goes from a formidable challenge to something maybe a little bit easier.
I'll do the DC 15 one. Rep. And yeah, that'll be 16. Ah. For a mighty 21 healing.
Ooh.
Stick a little band-aid on your forehead.
Grim feels these scars will make up for the unknown scars.
And Jasper, I don't know what you got for Healy stuff left, but I know I'm pretty low on spells from our outside the gate encounter.
Let's see, Jasper hasn't really done much. To be honest, as far as I've used 3 spells. A 2, a 3, and a 4. That means I still got a shitload of spelling to do.
Yay.
Speak and spell.
Yeah?
Sprechen Sie spell.
Okay.
Okay.
What's in here?
So,
Good
As
eye
you make
crap
your
to
way-
Jasper.
toward the door there. And you find yourself.
God, let's
Looking
not
out.
let him run off on his own.
I don't know, apparently he found himself.
Don't
Black.
move, the DM's talking.
Onyx balcony with those amber flecks kind of on the on the walls near beside you, giving off that little bit of light that they're emitting.
We're back in this chamber.
You can see the arrow slits past this way from here, and they've got a pretty decent little angle toward this spot here, and you can almost surmise that they got a good spot toward there. Behind the statue here, Behind the statue here, you see not much. Few bits and bobs near the bottom, like crates and barrels that are kind of down here. Some look relatively new, some look pretty old.
If I recall, this thing is not intended to look as is. It actually looks much different.
It looks
Roll.
different, yeah, much.
Yep.
I have a described the stitches. And looking for the open door to your right. Ah. You can see something. Another hallway.
I do.
Making your way into here, you see that it is a bare stone room consisting of a foyer your west side there, or those doors. Yeah. There are 4 candlesticks on the floor. You can kind of see them all around here. They are lit with that kind of greenish glow, or that greenish flame, though not shown. Looking to the east there, or to your right, you can see fragments of a shattered obsidian statue that are scattered in the alcove right there, as well as 2 empty alcoves lining the north and south.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I had to step away for a hot moment.
My light work. Light, there you go. North and south. So you can see these are empty as well. Just kind of looking inside here.
I'm just gonna look for secret walls again. I'm just gonna look for a grim door.
Put up my. Oh yeah, I'll bring him over here. Lights. Get through the door.
Try and put your character on a square wolf. Can't. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter too much here.
No, it doesn't matter here, but.
Kind of. Solaris' light rushing into the room here lights it up very brightly, and you can see, again, just that black obsidian kind of wall worn in here, but with those little amber strands that flow through it.
Yeah, I just stepped away from it, so I might have missed the description, but what is this over here if it was described?
It is a shrine of an obsidian statue, shattered. All that
okay.
remaining is just kind of debris there. There are 2 empty alcoves, raised up a bit in the northern southern part of the chamber there. See him.
I wonder if the statue was shattered. Hey, can you do mending on that, Solaris?
Yeah, great. Then it can attack us again.
Well, different statue.
I don't know. Like, it's completely smashed.
I'm just curious to know what you can and can't fix.
You have a broken heart.
It isn't magic now. I can't mend everything.
Dust a broken hearts.
And then Grim coughs up some blood while he's laughing at his joke to Fev.
You said you were looking around for some stuff there, Grim?
Grim doors. Look for grim doors.
Right. Grim door. Sorry. Alcoves are here and here, not here.
That'd be
Alcoves.
And 11.
Oh, you said alcoves here and
Negative. Down here. Not here.
Oh,
here,
okay.
Here.
These two right here. Gotcha.
Those are the alcoves.
Okay.
And 11.
Yep.
You're kind of searching around a bit. And don't find anything. You're gonna go along the walls and kind of rub them a little bit. Your blood's kind of in your eyes a little bit, and it's getting a little bit concussed and such like that from the statue bashing its self down on you. But you try your best, and looks like there's no secrets here.
Keep your secrets, stupid, creepy castle.
I'm over here like flipping through my spell book. Yeah, I maybe at max heightened, I could do, but for now it's light bulk or less.
Fair. Was just curious. Well,
How that
let's
spell
what
works,
is
that
behind.
character.
Let's go see what's behind this door.
Yeah, at next heighten I can do a bulk. At heighten 3 I could do 2 bulk or a magical of 1 bulk. So I'm assuming big ass stone statue. Probably more than a bulk.
Yeah, I mean, it could be made of a super light material. You don't know that. It could be a
Like your brain.
Kevlar. Shut the fuck up.
What
And this
weighs more,
one
a
is
ton
called-
of feathers or a ton of statue?
A ton of feathers because you don't have to carry around the weight of all those dead chickens.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
Jasper's gonna look up at Grim and say, "Is this what you look like on a birthday party with you?"
Eh?
You know, all the blood everywhere and a concussion. Your eyeball bleeding. Kind of looks like
Grim,
a bleeding.
Grim doesn't know birthday.
Today is Grim's birthday! Yay!
Grim's 1 year old! Grim's still baby. I can live forever!
Oh god, you heightened his ego. What have you done? It's bad enough Bright thinks he's indestructible in that body.
Wait, when Bright is in body, I take no damage?
No, never mind.
Bright has a weak. Bright's used to being in a weak body. Then he got in yours and went crazy.
Oh, Grim's strong. And he's gonna flex. And then cough up some blood.
Reopen a couple wounds on your arms.
Just fucking Grim over here doing the fucking Johnny Bravo flex.
I missed it. Jasper, did you heal Grim at all?
No? I thought you were just asking.
Well,
Oh.
he's like, he's not near death right now.
He
but
keeps
he's
coughing
really
up
up.
blood.
I'll give you a life elixir.
I just don't have much left.
Here's a life elixir. 3d6. Buddy, stop. Yeah, I know there's a lion. So 17 health. Yo. Get that, Grim?
Fucking kid.
Every time, it reminds me of that Family Guy skit with
Mommy,
Stewie just
mommy.
going, Mommy!
Yeah,
Mommy!
mommy,
Mommy!
mommy,
Right?
mommy. What? Hi.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Fevnor. He's playing with a sword right now, killing lions. He's got a lot better sword work than your character.
Fuck you.
You got that
Hey,
health, Grim.
hey, you don't know. I got some good sword work, alright?
That's what she said.
What's the dice roll on that health kit thing you gave him?
Oh, it was 3d6, so he got 17.
Oh, that was awkwardly silent.
Well, you guys are making it awkward.
I told you.
Alright, so,
I believe Soul
pretty
wants
six.
to go, or
What's behind these doors?
I'm just gonna open the door for Fevnor because he thinks he's too weak to do it himself.
Alright. You open it up, and in there, it's a fairly bare little room there. It's got what remains of a stool or something small to sit on, as well as what you could only assume was a crossbow at one point, as well as an arrow slit in the wall here.
No dead magic wand, man.
Wow, man, this place must have had some pretty tight security back in its prime because there's arrow slits and guard rooms like this all over the place.
Hey guys, he's in the room by himself. Let's lock the door.
I heard that!
Grim's gonna look for Grim doors.
In there?
Yep.
Alright. Go and roll me a perception.
I'll help him with that. Taking a look around.
19.
19 plus, what are you rolling, February?
Let me, I'll take a look around in there with them to see if there's any hidden doors or anything like that. Flat 7. So I don't think I'm using a skill for the assist, so.
Well, plus your perception.
Oh, yeah, so this is plus 8.
Plus 8, so 15?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, Grim, you kind of scout along the walls there, kind of once again rubbing your hands and smearing lots of blood all over the walls. You find no hidden doors or anything like that.
And he's gonna make a hands motion towards the wall and be like, Grim was here. He's gonna leave.
Well, I guess back we go, probably. We got the other side of the room, we got the main room, we got the hole.
There's no path across here either, it looks like. No, it's... Now we're gonna have to backtrack through all of that, including the black goop stuff.
Should we repel and then climb up other side? And Grim's gonna look down and try and estimate how far of a drop it is to the ground.
I don't know. Last time 3 people went down there, they got kinda extra crispy.
About 30-ish or so feet high off the balconies.
I have such an urge to just drop Jasper down there right now.
You gotta put a rope on me.
No.
How about we just walk back
Is
down
this
this
test?
hallway thing?
Alright.
Yeah, listen to our
Careful of the tentacles up ahead, though.
listen to our caster.
Grim's gonna look at the ceiling.
Yep, and you find that familiar-looking black sheen on the roof.
I give it
And
a push.
I'm throwing Jasper out there. Just kidding.
Give it a little puff. Go and roll your damage. Crit. Or no. Plus max or plus your persistent. Yeah.
Ooh. 18 fall damage plus 10 persistent.
Okay. So you light up the ceiling once again, and little bits of it start to fall onto the ground. So there's like these little black puddles on the ground now.
Pinky blobs.
But the rest of it goes up and into that little hole you've seen it go into. Well, one of the little holes up there that you've seen it go into times.
It looks like it may be, like, dying. As I point to the little bits falling down.
Dying or babies?
Definitely dying. You go first.
Well, here we go again.
Grim great
and just-
after drink.
Hold on. I was gonna say you
What?
might not want to step forward just yet.
That's why Jasper stopped right where he did.
Ah, fucking.
The DM is doing DM things.
Just for reference,
Yep.
the puddles fell here, 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 and
Oh, how convenient. The puddles are bear traps. I wonder what that means. Hey, Jasper, go step in a puddle.
Hey, Toodles.
You step in a puddle.
Ooh.
your flame just races, your dancing light just dances across.
Having fun,
Through in
Solaris? You can say his dancing lights are dancing.
Boom.
And you got that unseen servant?
Just having fun, Solaris moves one onto me like, are you little shit? Would it be the first time I've been set on fire?
It won't be the last.
And it won't be the last.
We're good to move now.
Yep.
Is it safe?
Sorry.
Okay.
You see
Secret?
some puddles fall? Maybe avoid those. And I'm following right behind Fevnor.
Yeah. Just moving forward and just gonna go ahead and duck right between these two here. Don't worry.
Stuck
I'm
behind
And
your
as you do that, nothing happened.
okay. I'm your I'm your EOD fox here. Just I'm clearing a path through the minefield.
He's got his Fevlar vest on.
His Pevlar, fuck you.
Jasper's gonna look on the ground for a little rock.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There's-
You know it
there's
costs
plenty
extra
around.
to get your Flevnor in black?
Come on, Toodles.
Did you want me to roll a perception or?
No. There's plenty around.
Yeah.
You're not blind.
And he's gonna throw it at this close puddle.
Okay. Just make a range attack roll for me.
Okay.
Seeing what Jasper's doing, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Shenanigans always ensues when he pulls stunts like this.
He misses it.
You
Yeah,
manage.
I probably missed it. Yeah.
Well, what's the total? 10.
Let's see here, 6. And it's 9.
9.
I'm just going off
Yeah.
my wrist rockets. Like,
Yeah. No, that'd be correct.
Ranged.
That would be correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You throw it, and the lights kind of make it seem like it was a little closer, and you just overshoot it.
Okay.
He was as amused as he was gonna be for the time being. Get him, little Tegan! Beat it up! Yeah!
And as you're exiting,
The goop lashes out and grabs somebody.
a rock hits you in the back of the head.
And threw it back.
You threw it back. Oh god!
Throw
No,
back
no.
a whole country? That's crazy.
We'll have to circle back.
A rack lobster.
Rock lobster.
What's a rock?
Alrighty.
Right.
I mean, we could always just rappel down in the hole.
We could.
I mean, but there's a door on the other side we can go check out.
This is also
Yeah, I
true.
know.
Maybe there's
Path of easy right now, maybe? Wink, wink. Because, you guys look tired.
So we're just keeping on going. You guys
Bye,
look
Jasper.
tired.
Things to do, doors to open, traps to set off,
People.
Buddy, stop.
little Teagues to yell at people.
That sounds like
Sounds like he's
Jasper.
made of pure fucking energy.
Alright.
I think you have
Yeah,
a little
his-
Jasper there.
Just gonna say his lions that he's been killing now turned into dinosaurs. So
Hey.
Gonna go
He's a
ahead
dinosaur
and
hunter.
gonna go ahead and carefully open the door here, or attempt to open the door.
Carefully opening the door. So, carefully open the door.
Yeah, okay, dial-up connection ensues. There we go. There's the other one.
And
Don't smite me.
you see a rather, what would be the word here?
Homie?
No, like, everything's in tatters, and
There's a
Disarray.
second door that needs opening.
Disarray?
disarray. Yeah, this room is in disarray. In the western corner, southwest corner there, you see a pile of rubble. And Fevnor, you hear the sound of wind in this room as well. And along with that, there are old bedrolls in this very colorful style. Patches, adornments, and stuff like that, but they're all in either shreds, disarray.
When you say colorful, we talking like Vistani?
Pretty similar, yeah. And yeah. Oh, sorry.
It was a double door.
Hearing the sound of the
Yeah.
wind, I'm gonna carefully make my way forward. I want to see where it's coming from here. It looks like what, southwest? You said southwest corner?
With your perception, the way it is, yeah, you can hear it coming, whistling a bit from the southwestern corner here.
Hey guys, I got some wind coming in from a looks like a hole in the wall here. I wonder if this leads outside maybe.
Actually, I'll be right back 1 minute. I'll be right behind Fibnor.
Okay.
Does that mean the werewolves could be in here? Grim's gonna look for werewolf tracks.
Roll me survival. And Febnor, you notice a very small, a very thin passage, kind of up some rocks, right there. I don't know if you can kind of make it
Yeah.
out in the map there. That's fairly small. It would maybe fit Jasper, a bit cramped, standing up. If he crawled and kind of contorted, he would probably be able to fit that fairly easily. But
It's 11 for the survival roll.
you look around on the floor. You see, just mostly just disturbed dust and bits of snow. You can kind of see. Actually, no, you don't see any tracks rather
Okay.
through here, but you do see like disturbed snow.
Disturbed in what manner? Like just by the
kind of
wind?
long
or...
line, like lines, like something has kind of pushed like a line through it.
I might regret this, but you know what? I'm gonna change into my small fox form.
Okay.
And that should be able to fit in a tight little.
Yeah, because you're smaller.
Yeah, you're pretty much a bit smaller than Jasper in that form, yeah.
Gonna kind of just go up there and take a quick peek into where this is going.
Because your tails are mostly floof, right?
Pretty much.
Floofers!
Alright, so you
I
make
wonder,
your way...
do I keep my multiple tails even in my small fox form? Come to think of it,
Hey, it's your form. You should have figured that out in the beginning.
I will say, it might make things a little bit difficult blending in as a normal fox. So,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
You've tried to blend in multiple times as a normal fox.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And all the other foxes look at you and they won't let you play fox games, will they?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It's not because of the tails, though.
And
Fednar? Which one?
sure enough, exploring this little passage, it widens back out into, a passage that leads into the snow kind of filled area. And following it along even further, you do find a small fissure on that side of the door that leads outside.
And so it's a little opened up in here, right? Does it look like one of the werewolves could fit into like the fissure at all, or like on the other end? How big's the
On
fissure?
this side, a fissure is just like almost like
Okay.
a crack in the
Yeah,
wall.
because more on this side. Like,
Yeah.
how
yeah.
big is it? Like, what could be like
Probably
something?
like a 2 foot wide, give or take. It looks pretty brittle, but it is only about 2 feet wide and about 4 feet tall.
Okay, so you'd have to. It's a tight squeeze, probably even for Jasper then.
Jasper might be able to squeeze through it. All right. 2 feet wide is a bit of an ask. That's about the length of your forearm, give or take. A little bit, maybe, your hand and bit into your forearm. So about that wide.
Or maybe both of your feet, one after the other.
Yeah, or both of your feet, one after the other, depending on your shoe size.
God damn it, Grim. But yeah, upon checking that out, gonna go ahead and pop back out into the room here. Shift back into my normal form and be like, yeah, that leads outside. It's a tight squeeze.
Fox
But,
covered in snow emerges from outside the fissure.
Give it a little shake and snow goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think we'd have an issue with any, those wolves or anything coming in here, because I mean that would give Jasper a hard time squeezing through there.
As you say that, roll initiative.
Any of the big ones for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if we want, if we need to, we could have Jasper, rig the doors in here too. But just chilly.
I can only do one right now, if I remember right.
What about remembering left?
What about remembering up?
What about down?
What about
shaking it all around?
God damn it, you beat me to it.
Grim's gonna check the the walls of this room for doors now.
Okay. Go and roll me your perception.
16.
16. So, you start smearing your blood all over the walls again. Going through. And yeah, it's a fairly sizable room. Smearing blood all over the place. Then you get to the southern, probably about right, where would I say? Probably about right here, give or take. And you find
Absolutely nothing.
stone out of place. And you start finagling at it. You're like, this is weird. You start fingering it and poking at it, and you depress what feels like
baby.
a button. And the wall begins to grind open
Oh, I can have 4 of
in
those
this
bad boys.
little tunnel. Well, not little tunnel, but more so little spot here.
Grim's always finding these little hidden
Grim is the
doors.
best.
Well, let's
Got a
see.
hidden door.
What do we got in here?
You
Roll
find
initiative, that's
a
what you do.
room filled with these, how would you describe it? Well, you see this room have a wall that is filled with these cylindrical holes in it. See a few of these holes filled with this almost like
Swiss cheese roll.
crumbly vellum. and some holes that are unfilled. But you do find pieces of kind of worn paper in these kind of non-uniform chunks lying in front of this little shelving unit.
Any of this
Boring
paper,
Solaris looking stuff.
any of this paper or anything look like it's usable, readable, or is it all like just decayed beyond recognition?
You can try to grab one if you want.
I'm not gonna pick it up, but I'm gonna try to like carefully see if I can read anything on it is without, I don't know, causing it to break. Because I feel like picking it up might cause it to break. It's already on the floor.
Roll me a just a straight dexterity plus roll. Here.
So my dexterity modifier plus a roll.
Mhm.
14.
14.
Because my dexterity is a plus
you
4.
kind of start picking and feeling one of the rolled up pieces of vellum that you found, one of the more intact ones, and it's very brittle. You kind of go, oh, that's probably a good thing I didn't pick that up.
Is there anything written on it, or
It's rolled up and still in there. You kind of just gingerly poking at it and kind of testing the waters, so to speak, of it. So you didn't pull it out.
Hey Solaris, we got some, looks like parchment or some stuff in here.
I'll do it.
It's stuff's very, very brittle.
Gonna do a detect
You-
magic.
I will say, Solaris, looking at in this room, you get serious school vibes from it. You've seen this kind of stuff before. And throwing a tech magic out, you are getting very weak signals. The strongest being transmutation.
Ooh. Some of these, I believe, are probably magical scrolls.
Well, being in the state that they're in, probably wouldn't be of much use. Like this one here, pointing at the one that I just was taking a look at here. These are all pretty brittle. As much as curious as I am, I feel like pulling some of these out would probably destroy them.
Could always come
Time
back
has
for-
not done these well.
Could always come back for them later and take our time pulling them out and preserving them. Ooh. I wonder if a little salt would help.
They're not the piece of jerky.
I was gonna say that's something I would expect for. Well, no, fucking Skank or whatever would probably just. Yeah, no, he wouldn't preserve anything.
And
He's a
Solaris-
hunter. He knows how to preserve stuff. His brother.
and
He's the
Solaris
alchemist.
bookshelf.
He knows how to preserve
scrolls
stuff. His
without
brother.
touching them?
Yeah, you be careful with that phrasing. He preserved his brother. God damn, cannibals.
Commas, people, commas.
Hey, you know what? Timeless salt says onto a single object. So
Sort of like, just sort of lightly like touching some scrolls. Can I sense if I basically try to find one that's magical, or a lot of them seem to be magical?
There's a few of them that are still intact. We'll say about 5 or so that are more intact than others, or the most intact. And kind of touching each of them, you do get magic from them. Like, it's very weak, but it's there.
I'll try to gently pull one of those out.
Alrighty. Roll me a. We'll do
You need somebody dexterous. I'm really good with my paws.
a d20. And I want to try this out. Dexterity plus your wisdom.
Both aren't great.
good roll.
Again, what is it with you and examining things and getting pretty high rolls?
Really good rolls.
I'm good at looking at stuff.
Glad you weren't good looking.
Wow.
Who's
And
getting healed next?
Hey, I
And-
spent all day with Paul and firearms.
and you said wisdom,
Wisdom
and
and Dex. So your
Dex
modifiers
is
plus, yeah.
+3, so 18.
18. So, you pull this scroll out, and unrolling it a bit, it is a scroll of Fireball, 3rd level.
Oh hey, I can use this.
Oh, hey. So what you got there, Solaris?
Scroll of fireball.
However, I
Ooh.
will say,
Oh,
looking at
but
it
wait, there's more.
unfurled right now, in its condition, it doesn't look like you'd be able to stow it somewhere, and it be probably still intact when you pull it out.
Oh, but it's fucked.
I have timeless salts.
Can mending unbrittle something?
Mending maybe it is light. I may be able to mend this. I can only do a mending spell a day, I believe, but maybe. Well, I can do fireball, so I'm not like it's good. Maybe use your paws, see what else you can find there,
Yeah,
Mister
I'll
Dexterous.
take a look around, and you said there was like 5 of these
I'll point
scrolls
to
that.
another magical one.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and gonna very carefully try to pull this one from its alcove, and
Roll me a dexterity and a wisdom plus, or dexterity plus wisdom.
Carefully,
modifier.
carefully.
alrighty.
I'm waiting for the one.
Knowing my fucking luck, here we go. All right, and it is a 7 plus 4. You said Dex and Wisdom.
Yep, dex plus wisdom. Yep,
Okay, so 4, 5, 6. So 7 plus 6.
13.
15.
So you start pulling this scroll out, and it seemed to have snagged on something because it rips down the bottom and partially unfolds in your hands.
I'm just sort of staring at you.
Hey, I'm dexterous, all right, but sometimes these things have been here for a while. Doing my best.
I'm just gonna belly laugh at you and point his finger.
Hey, hey, Grim. Okay, you are literally brute force. You are a weapon. You shut.
Grim have feelings too.
Weapon have feelings too.
So
Well,
yeah, so that one just pretty much just fell apart in my
Yeah.
paws. All right.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Well, are
Look,
you
Grim's
hurt
gonna
also?
nudge Jasper and be like, "Bevnor thinks I'm a weapon."
You're not?
No, but he thinks I'm a weapon. He sees my might. Meh. He's gonna flex again.
I'm gonna go up to another one of the ones and give it another go.
Give it another go. Okay. Roll it again.
Don't fail me now.
Gently this time.
A little speck of dust flies in front of his nose.
Gonna be extra careful with this. Come on, dice, don't fail me now, and yeet. Aha!
Very
Wow.
nice. This time you have no trouble on this one. You kind of went, not doing it like that again, and you approach it in a much better way. You can unfurl it, and it is written in a way that you're able to understand it. And you can see that this one is that.
A scroll of resurrection. No.
This is a scroll of vampiric exsanguination. For those of
Vampiric.
you who
What?
exsanguination.
Oh, okay.
Like blood loss.
Exsanguination. Yep. It is a spell level 6.
Ooh.
30-foot cone, 2 actions, somatic and verbal. You draw on the blood and life force of other creatures through outstretched arms. You deal 12d6 negative damage to living creatures in that area. You gain temporary hit points equal to half the damage a single creature takes from this spell. Calculate these hit points using the creature that took the most damage. You lose all temporary hit points after 1 minute.
That is a powerful spell.
Huh.
That's
And
pretty
this
great.
scroll you said it's in good shape, or
It's in relatively good shape, but it still has that look of decrepitness. Like, so you're pretty much almost. It looks like you'd be unable to store it somewhere and retrieve it in a timely manner that would leave it able to be read. Like, you would more than likely destroy it in the process of pulling it out, or it be destroyed, jostling up against other things.
gotcha, but that may be worth using the mending on.
What I'm reading, it seems like this is a pretty nice one.
Who else is hurt here besides Grim? Anyone?
I am.
Enzio, you're hurt?
Just a little bit.
Jasper's good.
And Febner, you're fine?
Yeah, Fevnor's pretty good. He's almost at peak health.
Because I don't think I'm going to be able to store this scroll of fireball, so I might as well use it for a little healing.
Wait. What if you store it in your library? Can you store it in your library? It's like a dimension, right? It's not like a backpack. So,
I could try it, may be able to keep it safe.
I mean, you could try it on the fireball. I mean, if that one gets destroyed, no loss.
Yeah, I'll put the scroll of fireball in the pocket library.
Okay. You stick it in there, and yeah. I will say too, from what you learned at the Mage's College there, magic on scrolls is not your magic. It's technically somebody else's stored magic, if you'd like to think of it in that manner.
Yeah, it's just you can't manipulate it the same way.
Probably not.
Like Goblin Slayer, right?
Well, yeah.
That like teleportation scroll that he had.
Yeah.
And I'll actually here. So I'll pocket library that one, and I guess Fivner just hold that one safe, I guess, for now, and I'll try to pull another one out, see what else we can find.
Alright, that's 3 down, 2 to go. Go and roll it for me.
Grim's going to assist whoever's pulling out the next scroll by trying to get proper light for them.
Telling you guys, I could have just time assaulted all of them. Maybe it might have helped.
Oh, it's a you didn't say time assault, you were just like, I have assault.
Yeah, I said it once or twice. Like it's objects too.
Okay,
But
no,
it's
I didn't hear that part.
But I don't know if it'll help in their state now. But it helps them without decaying more, at least.
I rolled a 12.
12. So you go for the next one, and you hold it a little bit too tight, and crinkling the paper or the vellum, it kind of gives way under your fingers.
Ah, feck. You said you have sultans that can help?
Possibly. I mean, it's
If you
let's
want,
see.
give it a shot.
the object doesn't decay, and the effects that require the object to be fresh don't count the time passing during the duration. So it's basically, I don't know. I guess it's basically the state that it's in now.
Oh,
So I
it
don't know
just
if that
sort
would
of
really.
preserves it.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know if that would actually help.
Thinking about it, stopping something from decaying and breaking aren't the same.
Yeah, technically, because if it's in its state now, it's already pretty much ready to break. It's not gonna make it not break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would stop it from decaying further. Like say, we'll for Gits and Shigs, we'll say it's at 3 hit points. You'd stop it from decaying down to 2 hit points in X amount of time.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't stop something from breaking that.
Can I use this for a person? Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at. Yeah, like, so it would stop them at their death state.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
fuck!
not necessarily their death state, but like
Yeah,
if they've
the
died,
corpse.
a corpse would be
Mummy
preserved.
five.
Corpse. Yeah, I can literally. So, Wolf, if you died, I could literally mummify you every week until we can get you resurrected.
Oh my god. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Fuck.
And after
Very
that, he was known
nice.
as Anubis.
No.
Bro, hey, we'll
Okay,
we'll
hold on.
we'll just
New
wait
char-
until
new
I'm level
character
20
idea.
and I get my Philosopher's Stone, and then I can resurrect you.
New character idea. A Woobus.
Swoobis.
Swoobus. Yes, I like this.
Try the last one, I guess.
Okay.
Drum roll. That's better.
That's 15.
15. You just managed to get it out of there with no trouble.
Oh.
Unfurling it, you see that this is a scroll of freedom of movement.
I'm assuming sort of in the
actions.
same state as the others.
Very much so, yeah. All of these seem to be in about the same state. Well, 2 of them are in less of a state, but yeah. Somatic, verbal, 2 actions, 10-minute duration, 1 creature, touch. Repel effects that would hinder or slow a creature in its movement while under the spell's effects. The target ignores any effects that would give them the circumstance penalty to speed. When they attempt to escape an effect that has them immobilized, grabbed, or restrained, they automatically succeed unless the effect is magical and of a higher level than the freedom of movement spell. The spell level is 4.
It's good too. Well, I'll pocket library that one carefully.
Alright.
And I'll freaking use one of my nail thingies and I'll try to mend this scroll that Febnor's holding. Level 6 one.
Alrighty. So, mending it, it doesn't seem you're able to. What spell? Hold on. What spell level?
What spell level's mending? It's level 1. It's a level 1
Well,
spell.
it gets heightened, right?
Not well, it's a
Oh,
wizard, so it would not be
you've only have it
heavy.
in love spell level 1. Gotcha.
The heightening just
So-
determines the size of bulk you can do.
So, unfortunately, you would know that you couldn't do this thinking about it now because
Because it's magic.
it's not a non-magical. Yep.
So I would have to prepare my 3rd level spell as mending,
Probably.
which right now is nothing. Well, I guess pocket library it for now, and I can try and mend it in the morning.
I will very carefully and graciously hand it over to the pocket library.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
stuff it in there.
Get a stuffing.
Alright.
Well, there's another door over there. Let's go see what's through there and have Grim rub his blood on the wall. See if there's any more hidden doors.
A hidden door within a hidden door.
Oh yeah, hey Grim, you need to check
That
that room for
happened
hidden
earlier.
doors.
Oh, hidden door check. Grim door check.
Well, go ahead and roll it for me.
15.
15. So you start rubbing your blood all over the walls and all over the bookshelf there, kind of haphazardly just kind of destroying the rest of what's in there. And yeah.
I could feel Solaris just wince as he went through there and destroyed what was left.
Sorry, Fevnor, no secret doors.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if the DM has like a Russian doll set up with fucking at some point. Just keep opening secret doors until it's like a little 5x5 room.
You never know. Unless you try.
Alrighty. What is through these doors?
I'm opening these doors.
Maybe it's a room full of wolves.
You see a fairly similar hallway in a much better state than the other side. Arrow slits to your right side there, along that wall, as well as
Looking up, do I see a similar goo like on the other hallway?
looking up, you do see those holes in the ceiling, but there doesn't seem to be a black sheen. However, the rest of this room is scorched in fire. You do see a charred corpse in here. Probably about, we'll say about right here near the near those arrow slits right there. As well as a few kind of skulls lying about in here.
Oh, I do not like the looks of this.
There's about
Didn't-
4 or so skulls kind of scattered about everywhere.
Didn't the last skulls come to life?
Yep.
Well,
Sure did. What happened when they came to life there, Jasper? I think you're the one who saw them.
What skulls?
the exploding skull grenades that came up on the other hallway that came out of the hole.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes ago!
Can always stand here in the ready with my bow in case one of them does.
Jasper's gonna look around for a rock.
Easy enough to find in there.
He's gonna cast light
I'm
on
gonna
it.
My
get
bow is
ready
up.
with a produce flame at one of these skulls too.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna declare one of them my hunter target, and I'm just aiming at that one. So
Grim's gonna
I'm,
ready his
I'm,
javelin.
I'm gonna have my rapier ready, and I guess my tail ready for a foxfire. I guess too. just in case.
They better come to life or we're gonna look dumb.
Jasper's gonna take the rock and throw it into the room. Whee!
Yeah.
Nothing.
Come on, none of the suspense is killing me.
Roll initiative.
And after a moment of silence, I guess I'm gonna look to Grim and be like, "You first."
Grim's gonna give himself a look, and then he's gonna look at Fevnor and determine like which one of them's in better fighting condition at the moment, and if it's him.
All
he's gonna go first.
right. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna
Doesn't sound like
carefully Shut up. I'm gonna carefully take a step into the room here.
Okay.
Roll
And
initiative.
as you step into the room,
I have to get a d20 ready for a fucking reflex save.
One of
I
the
need
skulls that I'm hunting is in the middle.
I need you all to roll perception for a initiative roll.
Oh shit.
Alright.
There it is.
Where the hell's my roll? I rolled. Oh, there were two 15s. That's what threw me off. Tegan and I both got 15s at the same time. Totally overlapped.
As the four skulls do in fact spring to life as you enter through the room, as you enter the threshold.
And they begin dancing.
Oh, there we go again.
Wreathed in this sort of green fire. The sconces that you see on the walls do in fact light up with that
One of the skulls
green
disappeared.
flame.
One of the skulls disappeared.
What?
Wasn't
I
there
think
4?
there's still 4. It's just he increased the height on one of them. Your thing's probably
Oh,
not high enough.
my thing's a little.
Yeah.
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 Back right one is the one that I was looking at hunting.
Man, a fireball would be useful right now.
Yeah, from me to the skulls.
This one.
Yep.
Gotcha. I'll light his torch. Go. Alright. Starting above 20. Nobody above 20. Okay, 15 to 20.
Jasper
Eight.
got 19.
19 for Fevnor.
18 for Grim.
18 for Enzio.
Jesus.
I'm a 3.
We were fucking ready for these.
19. Yeah, you were. Grim. And who has the higher dex out of you two?
Grim has higher out of me.
Mine's 4.
And then anybody else above 15?
Jasper got 19.
Oh, wait.
18 as well?
19.
19 as well.
So 19 with me then.
Between you and Fevnor.
My perception's a +8.
Dex.
Oh, Dex. My dexterity is a +4.
Yeah, I got 1. You beat me.
Okay. And then that leaves Solar's down at the bottom, right? You said 8?
I'm a 7.
Oh no!
Wish you were a 7. Oh, wait, what were we talking?
Come on, Solaris, you were the chosen. We could all had high rolls like we were ready for this.
The two of you that have readied stuff, you may unleash them at this point.
I'll go ahead.
Unleashing.
I'm gonna do my 1 action for 2 attacks. Hunted shot.
Alright.
So let's see. First attack.
26 to hit.
Which
on
one?
the close. We'll say the
Closest.
closed one, yeah.
Okay.
14 fire.
And Enzio, what did you get on yours?
16 to hit. For the first
16
one?
hits? Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a second attack real quick. I'm sure that's an 18. So 2d8. 3 piercing damage total.
3 piercing total. Alrighty. And starting at the top, Fevnor the Kitsune.
Well, let's see. Is this one close enough? That's 22 feet? I mean,
Yeah, that's 1 stride distance between you.
I wanted to just figure out if it was technically within 20 feet here, so let me get properly on my square. I mean, is that within 20 or is it would it be 25?
Maybe 25.
25? Okay, damn. I'm gonna go ahead and one action to take a step forward. I'm gonna foxfire at this one here
Let's go fox him.
because these things explode. I ain't getting close to that many of them.
Just
Uh,
for a hug.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do its electrical foxfire attack at him. So let me do the roll. Yeet. Do, 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 do. 21 to hit
21 definitely hits.
for a grand total of 6 damage. 6 electrical damage.
Good job, Pikachu.
Alrighty. Pizzap.
And yeah, for my final action, I'm gonna go ahead and what the hell is it? Shit, what was it called? Damn it. It's a ready thing I wanted to do. Fuck. Dueling parry, I think.
Dueling parry. Gotcha.
And that's my turn.
Jasper the Jasper.
Okay, Jasper's gonna move up here. And then he's gonna look for a rock nearby. He doesn't care which one.
Okay.
And he's gonna use telekinetic projectile on the same guy Swolf was screwing with.
Alrighty. Roll it.
4d6 courage.
What did you roll? Your attack roll?
Oh! Well, okay, I guess it's gonna be 14. Let's roll the attack roll if it hits. That's what's coming at you.
You skipped a step there, bud.
I did. Rankings, right? That was a 15.
15? Just hits.
14 damage. As a oh yeah, for some reason I was thinking this damn. That's why I rolled it first. I was thinking there was a save.
Yep, and your rock splits its skull in twain, and it explodes almost immediately after.
It split his bow in twain. Sorry.
Yeah.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Split the arrow in twain!
Yeah. Pull out the old page.
Alrighty. Grim, not as bright.
I'm going to take a position next to Fevnor.
Alright.
And now his position's kind of tenable.
Then I'm gonna huck a javelin at this doofus right here.
This guy. Alrighty. Go for it.
Oops, not 2 d20s, sir.
Just one.
Just one. Just one!
Well,
I didn't sacrifice enough dice to the dice god.
Apparently.
apparently.
Well, that's my turn.
And I just tried to clear all the dice, and Tailspider crashed.
What?
So, you know what that means.
No more dice gods.
Guys, move your characters where you want them.
Oh. Good thing it's got that cool autosave function. Wait, remember when you had to do that shit with tabletop all the time?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. That was pain.
Yeah.
I like tabletop, but damn, some of the stuff, the hoops to jump through for it were...
Remember that time
Rough.
I grabbed that little pouch?
Yep,
Threw it away and it
I
fucked
remember
everything
that.
up.
And it fucked all that up.
Gosh.
Oh, pain. Alrighty. Well, got yourself a natural one there, bud.
Sure did. That's my turn.
And
Wait
yeah.
a second, I don't remember seeing that. Can you show us in your history where you saw that?
It looked more like a
Actually,
7 to me.
It's still there.
It's not there
I'm
for
too
me.
honest to
Not
say that.
for him.
Yeah, I
Yep.
still got the log. Oh, yeah.
'Cause my log gets deleted
Yeah,
once
your
we're
log goes
when I crashed.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
Reliable.
That's too
alrighty.
bad.
Yep,
You
your
hear him
javelin
pointing. You can hear him pointing.
hits the wall behind and ricochets off and lands somewhere down here.
Then boop, right back into my hand.
Magic.
Alrighty.
That's a javelin of returning.
Yep.
Spear of destiny.
We're not a javelin returning. That would have been a bitch and a half to get.
Yep. Definitely would. That's why I'm glad I have the returning on it and not shifting on my axe.
So, if you break the head on it, does it come back broken?
Probably.
I mean,
Alright.
it's just returning, not repairing, so you know I had to ask.
Enzio.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep aiming at the skull that I have over there. Shoot him again. Might as well do Hunter's aim. Yeah, I'm gonna do Hunter's aim. Or the Hunter shot, sorry.
Gotcha.
First attack. That'll hit. 16 plus 5. I'm gonna do the second attack.
Oof.
Alright, well, here's the damage for the first attack. Three piercing.
3 piercing.
So that is a natural 1 on my first action, so I lose 1, so I still have 1.
Yep.
I am just going to. Actually, I'm gonna command tools.
Command tools? Alright.
2, 3. Hold on. 15, 6, 5, 3. I'm gonna put him right here beside Grim. There you go.
Alrighty.
It's my turn.
Oh, you kidding me? Fuck that.
What's that?
Did you crash again?
Yeah, that's what I
No,
was thinking.
no,
way he said
it deleted the turn order.
Oh, fuck. Thank God for that fucking 100 shot. If you roll a natural 1, you still have its action.
Alrighty. It is gonna be their turn. And they are gonna be in this almost like snake-like movement with that fire almost looking spine looking thing underneath them, snaking their way towards you guys in this very disturbing little fashion.
Aw, they're cute.
Alright, so first
You and I have very, very different definitions of cute.
Grim was raised by evil dragon.
Fevnor, that's gonna be definitely a hit, it's above a 20. And then a natural 1.
Yay?
Universe.
Wow. The universe is very weird. It's literally just been like hit, natural 1, hit, natural 1, hit, natural 1. Alrighty, so he is going to be headbutting you. And it's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage, plus 6 fire damage. As it headbutts you, and then the flames lick and wrap around your face. Alright, well that's his turn. Then on Grim, get 1 attack, which is going to be a 18.
That hits.
That's alright, and same for you. 7 bludgeoning, plus 5 fire damage. Gonna be going on to you. And Toodles is gonna take nothing, because it rolled way under a 10. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, they all just kind of charge forward in this almost semi-synchronous fashion, and then just all like bop 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 headbutt you all. Imagine like the little bonk sound.
Takes me back to fighting the fucking skulls and Pathfinder Kingmaker.
That reminds me of those little ghosts from Dragon Ball. When it
Wisps.
Wisps.
Well,
well,
I wonder if this
save the
will
day, Polly.
do. I'm gonna run up hither,
Okay.
and I'm going to do a Healy cone through Fevnor, Grim, and the Three Skulls. Put
Okay.
my flame thingy majiggy. What's level do I want to do it
The 15-foot cone, right?
Yeah.
90. Yeah.
Yep.
Totally.
You get Toodles
Just
with
what-
that too,
for
don't
some
you?
reason, I wasn't picturing it in my head for the
at?
cone.
Gotcha. I'll do it at level
Just
2.
go.
Level
So,
2.
reflex save.
Yep. Fail. Pass and pass.
So you can get Toodles with that too, can't you?
2. Yep. And that will be 12, 6 Healy.
It's like a criminally low roll.
Yeah. Helps.
That was 10 damage, right?
6 positive for healing, rather.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm casting
Oh,
at the
that's-
healing.
Her. So, that's it. Alrighty. Kitsune the Fevnor. And I didn't do it on you, Anzio, but those shots were supposed to be at cover.
Oh, okay.
Not just because you had that whole line in front of you.
Right, yeah. I rolled pretty high though, so.
Yeah. It didn't.
But yeah,
happen
I'll
back,
remember
but
it.
I totally forgot to call it.
So,
Fevnor and Grim, you each get 6 healing.
oh,
Yep.
sweet.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need it because these things explode, right?
Seemingly.
Oh, yep. So, anyway, I started hacking and slashing.
He's hacking, he's whacking, he's slashing.
He's hacking, he's whacking, he's slashing. Yep, and it's going to be a. Okay, a. My rapier's plus 11. Oh
What sword do
boy.
you have?
My rapier.
Okay.
So 17.
7. Definitely hits.
Because I forget if the flaming sword even did anything to these things.
Dunno.
I believe the flaming sword was quite effective. Remember, you extended it through one of them to start.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's gonna take like an action or two to fucking take care of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
right now. So yeah, so
That is
that
dead.
was 17, right? Did it hit?
Yep.
For let's go with I believe that is 11 damage.
11.
Yes.
Righty. You poke a hole right through the middle of its skull, and yeah. Did seem to like push out most of the back of the skull. All right.
All right, and that's well. So let's just go ahead and fucking do it again.
That was mean. Do it again.
Whack you again.
For a dirty 20. Oh, wait, nope, hold on. -4, 16.
16.
That's it.
16 still hits.
Okay. Yep. Caught myself on that. Almost forgot to put the multi attack in there. So
Whoop, whoop.
12 damage.
12 damage. Ooh, this one you go ahead and bring the
Piercing, I should add.
rapier down to the top of the skull, almost skewering it into place, and it looks like it's about to fall apart.
And you know what? For my final act, I'm gonna headbutt it.
Okay, unarmed attack.
Very unswolf-like of you.
Well, it headbutted me, okay?
Yeah, that is true. Tit for tat.
Return the favor.
I hit
Turn
it.
the
I
fence
hit an
door.
invisible wall. There's something there. Shit. What is my unarmed attack? Fucking. I should probably put that in here as something.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking. Oh, it's
Probably
just
gonna be
fist. I have something called fist here, so I'm pretty
Minus
sure.
8.
Yeah. Fucking 12. I think plus 8 minus 8 is.
Oh,
Well,
12.
12, yeah. Yeah.
Kind of cancel it out. 12. Unfortunately, is not enough to hit. You go for the headbutt as it's still in place, and it kind of you pull your sword out and go for the headbutt, and it just like lofts backwards. And a little bit of the fire that was underneath it, it's blinking a little bit now, but it still like catches your face, and you get that heat.
Yeah. While I was gonna headbutt it out of spite, now thinking about it when this thing explodes like a grenade, I'm probably glad I didn't. Fucking...
Yeah, it's going to explode either way.
Yeah, but
It's a really good way to get an eye patch.
Oh,
Jasper, you're up.
so,
You have a face mate for mind sweeping.
Jasper's going
wait,
to do a level 3.
so then I would become Nick Furry.
It's
Oh god!
Well
Oh,
done, sir. We've been
oh,
training you for years, and I think you
You
just
finally did it.
graduated.
He's
All
doing
right.
the thing.
my time is done. I'm out. Peace. I'll be here
out
all
to
week.
the world with you. Out to the world.
Oh shit.
All
Okay.
right.
Jasper's going to cast a level 3 healing burst.
Okay.
And that's 3d8.
They get their saves.
17.
That's a crit fail.
Nice.
That's a fail. And fail. Holy shit.
That's rough. That's
Real rough.
all 17 damage except for the crit.
Yeah, but these are Nutty's dice here. We're doing good right now, so we're
Take
getting
your
maimed.
17 here. Hey, Fuzzy Face, shut up.
We're getting maimed later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this one here is the one that crit failed, the one that you tried to headbutt, and
Oh,
it kind
fuck.
of just disintegrates in the positive energy.
Everybody, don't forget your 17 healing after you deduct whatever these bitches are gonna do to you.
17 and
It just came to me. If Swolf dies, is it a fertility?
that's only if he gets shot in the ass.
I'll tell you what, you guys keep picking on Swolf here, and he's gonna start getting ferocious. You know what I'm saying?
God Fucking damn it.
Man, the ferocity.
Oh, the ferocity. Yeah, no.
Man,
that
y'all are
burst
fucking
seemed
ferocious.
You know that sort of charring that you'll get on bones if they get exposed to like intense heat for like that split second. Yeah, these just get that positive energy hit them, and it kind of snuffs their flames for like half second, and it bursts back out, but their skulls are like this blackened mass now.
Shrapnel,
Yeah. And for all you guys,
Don't forget your 17 healing.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Don't forget your +1.
That's one.
And that was 3 actions. Grimmy boy.
Grim is gonna grab his axe.
And they look
while-
fucked up, by the way. They look really fucked up.
And take it out. And he's gonna hit the one in front of him with his axe.
Bonk. Alright.
Looks like Grim needs to axe in a question.
I do. That's gonna be 12 plus 9, so that's gonna be 21.
21 definitely hits. That was no accident.
No, I intentionally bludgeoning this thing with my axe.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be for 10 damage.
10 damage.
Damn, he's
Was
close enough to
just
the other
enough
One. He's close enough to the other one
to get it. And yeah, I need all 3 of you
Yep.
plus the enemy to make reflex saves. He crit failed.
Well, guess what?
Wow.
Make another one.
Yep. 2 more except for Swolf.
13. Is that a pass or a fail?
13 is unfortunately not enough to pass.
No, the damage.
Yeah.
And Fevner,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
22.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Toodles?
Hey, Grim,
He
look on the
like,
bright side.
11.
You got healing from
Couldn't hear ya.
Jasper.
Double 1.
Double 1? That is unfortunately not enough. Yeah. So, fail, fail, succeed, crit fail. Alright, so, those of you who failed, it'll be 4 fire damage, and the crit fail is going to be 5 fire damage.
Oh, I see. It's just me, or do those little rolled up rugs look like shotgun shells? Just
Well, actually, no, that'd be 8. Instead of just rolling the dice, I'll just double that. Yeah, 8.
Oh,
Fire
yeah, from this angle they do look like
fail.
shotgun shells.
And then I need Grim and Toodles to make me reflex, because this one got killed by its own friend.
Mm-hmm.
By the shrapnel.
Hey, it chained.
Yep.
Oh
God.
no!
I did forget to do the piercing damage too.
You guys
Sorry.
just
That's
cheated
3
right out of
piercing
this.
damage to fails.
First one.
Half for succeeded. So 1 damage. And this one has 3 fire damage and 1 piercing damage to those who fail. What'd you say Toodles got again? Sorry.
We both rolled 2, so.
Oh.
Well, all 3 of us rolled 2s?
No,
Yeah.
just you two.
Yeah, it was just us 2 on that first one.
Yeah.
Oh, like you both get a 2?
You rolled
Like,
a
you
2
only
and
have
I
to
rolled a
roll
2. Like,
yeah,
you
but then
failed.
Toodles. No, but
Toodles.
oh, you sorry,
Toodles,
just
he's
Toodles.
rolling for
Never mind.
Toodles,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, for some reason I thought you had to roll for Enzio too in my head.
No.
No.
I forget.
No, no.
But they're not adjacent, so I get it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so 3 fire damage and 1 piercing damage. The last one explodes from getting hit by its own friend's blast. Yeah. And with that, everything goes quiet in this hallway. You do have that scorched body to your left there.
Woo! Look! Scorched body.
Grim,
Jasper's
Grim's
go
gonna point to
investigate
the
it.
body and tell somebody to search it for
Yep,
wands.
Jasper's investigating.
Alright.
Let's see.
Go ahead and roll me your perception.
I was trying to find the skeleton there. I was in an angle where I couldn't see any of it. Okay, we're perceptive at 20.
20.
Come on.
Yeah. So, on the corpse, in the burned cloak, You find a burned and tattered book, as well as a staff underneath the corpse. Has a blue crystal at the top of it, and this very finely carved inlays of winter beasts, like Arctic bears, foxes, wolves, elk, all that kind of carved, spiraling upwards, and then ends with like the visage of a elk with its antlers holding the blue crystal. Looks relatively untouched.
Jasper's gonna be like, mine.
Yours.
Get a book.
So, picking up the staff, Jasper,
Mhm.
you immediately realize that this is well, not realize, more so as if you explored the item, like, detect magic
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff on it. It more so calls out to you that this is a staff of frost.
So Jasper's just gonna take his current staff, that his pimp staff,
Mm-hmm.
attach it to his back. Then he's gonna take this one and say, "Look, no pimp staff. Here's a book." And he's gonna hand the book to soldiers.
Does it help that guy?
I will say, the staff makes you feel very powerful.
Oh, that's why it's the no pimp staff.
Now, did it feel powerful before it became the pimp staff, or after?
Just as good. So, Jasper's going to take a moment to kind of admire and understand the staff.
So, understanding the staff, it has 10 charges. You can spend 2 actions to expend one or more of its charges and cast one of the following spells.
We got 10
For 5
charges.
charges, 10 charges.
10 charges. Now, I don't understand staffs and stuff. Do those recharge every day? Or
Yes, you get 1d6 plus 4 expended charges at dawn. For this staff specific.
Over that one later.
So, you may spend 5 charges to cast a Cone of Cold, 1 charge for Fog Cloud, 4 charges for Ice Storm, or 4 charges for Wall of Ice.
Is this a normal staff? I can just look it up on Nethys?
It is not on Nethys. It is a D&D staff.
Does it have a name on D&D?
Staff of Frost.
Oh, pretty basic, I think. Yeah, I'll check it out on there. I'll get the stats.
But while exploring this, you feel powerful, and it feels good.
I feel good. Do a little dance while he's exploring the staff. I thought there was going to be a downside to this as you were talking.
That there might be. You just
good.
don't know.
You feel good, but you don't know that you're slowly losing health.
The power feels good as emanating from the staff as you hold it.
What you got there, Jasper?
Mine. Here's a book. He's going to hand him the book.
It's
Ooh,
burned.
a book. I totally.
It's burned and beyond recognition. Like you recognize it as once a book.
Used to be a book.
Yeah.
5th edition.
The remains formerly known as book.
God.
It looked like it did once have a fairly similar lock to the one other book that you had found. But yeah, it was burned off and destroyed.
I also got this nifty staff. It's cold.
You want to try your hand at identifying it, or
It's a staff of frost. It told me so.
it told you so?
Yeah, that's how Jasper's interpreting this.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yep, staff of frost. Makes cold things.
You guys gave me a list of baggable offenses for Jasper. They include going to touch things, walking into rooms without permission, and hearing voices. Do I put Jasper in the bag?
I mean, he's pretty much ticked all
Yes,
3 of those.
Jasper's gonna take the staff.
Oh no, my Spellspreader crashed again.
What? What'd you do? What was the last
Apparently,
thing?
I just did a dice clear. It just crashed me on a dice clear. Weird.
Really? That's new. Cause
Yeah, no, I've been able to, because that time there was definitely not a lot of dice.
yeah. So it might be every time you try. What was the last update they did?
Just do a dice clear when you come in, Eddie, and see what happens.
Yeah.
The last update was the first, and it was the hot fix for it was a Hero Forge integration fix.
That's probably what did it.
Possibly.
Because last time it crashed, we put 1 billion dice on the floor. You know.
Yeah. Oh, tell you
I
what, I
understand.
don't think it actually cleared all the dice. That's why.
Wait, it
Oh,
didn't-
when it crashed, it only got partway through.
No, it didn't clear any of the dice, I don't think. Because I still see dice down there. So as soon as I try to
I'll
refresh the
tell
dice
you
clear,
what. Let's make this
crashed.
easy. Let's all pop out.
I
and then-
don't think that'll help.
You don't think?
Because it seems like the dice are just there. Unless I just wait for it to go.
No,
It's
when the
kind of a
characters
talking-
leave, their dice go too.
I think I just have to give it time to do that. But yeah. I think it's just thinking really hard on clearing those dice. So I'm up to like, what, 5 DM points now?
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, when did we agree that they just stack?
Nutty, did you change the staff to do 2 actions? Because this is 1 action.
Yes,
Okay.
because an action in D&D is 2 actions in Pathfinder.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. So yeah, let me make
That's how you can kind of translate the 2.
Yeah.
Alright. But baggable offenses, yes.
Well, do we want to stuff Jasper in the bag? I mean, he's kind of ticked all 3.
At the hearing of this, Jasper's going to take his staff of frost and he's going to cast fog cloud all around himself and hide in it.
Alright.
Leave me
That's
alone.
not on the list. Should that be on the list?
Such a fucking brat, I swear.
I'm in a cloud. I'm in a cloud. Then he's going to go stealth. Yeah, while he's in the fog cloud, he's going to go stealthy in the
Roll
fog
a
cloud.
stealth.
Damn. Here it
Just like a
comes.
Little 5-foot square.
You can't
Oh
see
my
me!
god! He fucking rolled a fucking 20. Jesus fucking Christ.
He just John Cena'd us.
He is obscured in that little fog cloud.
But can he see us?
He doesn't need to.
No.
He just has to avoid you.
Just
I'm sorry, not 5 foot. It's a
Just
20-foot sphere of fog.
Yeah, it's a big fog. Nobody
Yeah.
can see shit.
Yeah, I have one of
And
those too.
even though he's practically standing right fucking next to me, he just disappears.
Jasper is going to move somewhere, dodging or around Pete. He's going to hug tight against the wall and move
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
And
He's
it's
gonna
be,
set off a trap. Fucking watch.
Where am I?
You're in the ceiling.
Yeah. And he's going to go.
She's the arrow keys.
He's going to go here, and he's going to hide here.
All right.
I'm gonna just fucking sigh. God damn it, Jasper, always with the shenanigans.
Or
And just
for
so you know-
future reference, do I just put him in the bag?
Yeah, you keep him in the fucking bag for now.
Until he dispels it,
Oh, I didn't want to click that.
that place is covered in fog for an hour.
Oh great, yeah, I'm moving this way.
You emerge from the other side of the fog.
Gonna turn around looking at the fucking orb sphere of wall of
Yeah.
fog in front of me and just be like, Jasper, you're an idiot.
You just hear him giggling.
And it's that echoey type of giggling
Yeah.
too.
Oh, good. Bethmo's gonna have a small chuckle and just fucking kind of quietly be like, "Yay, but you're our idiot."
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. So what else do I see down the hall here? Anything of note? Is it similar to the other one, side doors and all?
Yes, very much so.
All right. Well, let's go check out this this side door here. Let's find out what we got in here. Gonna go and open the door.
Does thine rest of the party concur?
Yeah, I'll move up with him.
Grim's
Alright.
Yeah,
following
I'm moving up.
Evnor.
I'm just
gonna watch her.
real quick.
Alright. So, opening this door.
Loading screen. Dial-up noises. Yeah. Okay, no, not that. Not that.
A small, relatively blank hallway, a couple torch sconces on the wall, is there to greet you on the other side of this door.
This is it? This is it?
What are you expecting?
I know there's an entire, like, you know, lecture hall of necromancy on the other side.
They just neglected this side.
Yeah, I mean, you have like, what looks like a pretty fancy hallway with an inset door here. Looks like it would be something important. It's just it's like a broom closet. Hey, Grim.
Or
Hey,
secret
Yep.
doors?
I was gonna say, hey, Grim, get in here and start rubbing your blood on walls. Find us. There's got to be something in here.
Well, I mean, you do see a door at the other end, but yeah, it's a
Oh,
hallway.
you didn't mention that. It looked like it was just a
Yeah,
square
it's a fucking,
room.
I said a hallway. What does that tell you?
I found a door!
He started spreading his blood across the immediate wall. Hey guys, door!
I thought you said it was.
Found a grim door.
I thought you said it was a room, not a hallway.
No.
So I was expecting it just opens up into this like blank, empty, fucking small box. All right, what's behind door number 2?
You did a bad job of hiding this door.
Leaving the cloud of fog up, Jasper's gonna emerge out and say, "Hey, wait for me!
Put him in the bag!
I'm going back to the
Runs
cloud.
back.
I'm gone. You're in the fog.
In the
You
bag.
see. I don't wanna-
You said you were gonna dispel. Oh, you stepped out of the fog.
No,
Not
he just said
dispel
he
the
wasn't
fog.
dispelling it. Yeah, he's just dispelling.
Yeah, I left the fog in there.
That little fucker's fast.
Jasper's gonna get in front of the door here and go.
Alright.
I'll put another one over here.
So, you open up this door here.
Dial-up tones intensify.
And you see a staircase leading down.
Hey, we got some stairs.
That is
Ooh,
I would
dungeon
like to-
stairs.
Ooh, Stairs? What stairs? Stairs.
Well, do we want to go
Well, hold
explore
on.
this or check out the other room at the end of the hall?
I was gonna say, let's finish the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Ready or not intensified.
Yeah, we gotta clear this floor by floor, man. We gotta do it right. All right, I'm gonna plant C2 on this. Oh wait, shit, wrong game.
C2?
I'm just gonna open this door.
Can
Who's opening the
low-grade
door?
explosive is that?
Ready.
It's a breaching charge, man.
So, you open up this door. And inside,
Is a mimic.
dominating the room, is a 12-foot tall model of a dark castle with high walls and tall spires. Kind of slightly obscured by some of it, but still partially visible. You see some ruined furnishings on the back part of the wall.
Jasper's gonna look around for a rock,
Alright.
and he's gonna cast light on it, and he's
Alright.
gonna throw it in there because that room is dark as fuck.
Ready. Gonna borrow one of these. Like this. Ha.
Oh, hey, look, the dancing lights have returned.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
I need to make these like.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, a castle with spires.
Is it this castle?
This is not a castle.
What the hell was this thing we came in?
But
We've been in here
I
so
will
long.
say,
Where the fuck? Oh yeah.
Fevnor, if I remember right, you were the one that had seen the castle in the distance, and it very much
Yes, I
resembled that
was.
castle.
Oh. Upon looking at this, you're gonna see like this expression of thought come across Fevnor's fuzzy face.
You okay,
Guy-
Nor your
this-
eyes went all cross-eyed.
Is that a-
Grim.
Is
This
that that
this
look the dog
castle
gives you?
this castle looks familiar. Solaris, remember the one I saw when we came in here up on the hills shrouded in mist? This looks remarkably similar to that one. If Solaris is even here. But I'm also saying that out loud for everybody else too.
Anybody?
Anybody? Is there anybody here?
Castle?
Grim gave you a nod and went into the room.
Wonder why they have a model of that castle in here.
Are these chests and things back here?
Yes.
I'm gonna make my
Grim's
way
gonna
around
search
the
them for things.
side here.
Starting with the chest.
Starting with the chest. So, you open this chest. It is unlocked. And as you open it, teeth grow. I'm just...
Yeah.
Every time.
On the bottom of this chest, there are very much like you had seen in that scroll room. The papers in here are in such a state that they are brittle even to just the opening of the chest. It's almost like when you burn paper, it has that kind of ashy look to it. Very much that. But, Fevnor, you hear a click inside the castle.
Grim, stop! I just heard a click from the whatever you're doing. Stop what you're doing.
Grim's gonna slowly close the chest.
Boom.
And you hear what sounds like something latch on the inside of the castle as well.
Whatever you just
Open
did.
the chest.
Okay, I
Hear a
said
click
stop
on
what
the
you're
inside
doing.
of the castle.
Hey! And he's just gonna start going click, 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 click.
And
Good,
it's
good,
repeated
good.
sounds.
I think this
long
controls
sigh.
something.
And then I need everybody to roll me a reflex save.
Fuck!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Meh.
Not even
What
in
would
the
it be?
room.
Damn
Look
it.
at
Wow, you
this.
would have passed that reflex save had it been true.
Wow.
Yeah, let's burn a dice. Yeah, reflex save and go.
No more dice.
Yeah, get rid of those low rolls. It's 8 plus 8 still.
Great bait, mate.
Fevnor, you want to go look for whatever the chest controls?
Well, the sound was coming from inside the model of this castle.
Grim, you didn't hear it, but Fevno
No.
did.
So is Foxy.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna look at Grim and be like, I told you to stop. Whatever you're doing is doing something inside this model of the castle here. Just stop, please, before you do something that's gonna get us all killed. I'm gonna go ahead and take a good look at the castle here and try to see if there's any. I don't know. I want to examine it to see what really is making this thing up. What's going on inside of it? If I can see if I don't know if there's any mechanisms on the exterior of it, levers, buttons, or anything,
So,
or if it's just a dinky old model.
looking at it, it's not a dinky little model. It's made out of rock, but it's almost like someone sculpted clay and fired the clay at the same time. It's rock, but it's like clay rock. It really just looks. I mean, the doors function; they open and close relatively well. Kind of open and close some stuff, and can't really see on the inside of it, but
Hey, Solaris!
Hello.
Good, he's back. We need you to. I need you to do some like your magic detecting stuff in here.
Okie dokie.
We got
And then yeah.
we got like a model of the. Remember the castle I saw way back, up on the ridges, shrouded in
The
fog.
one where it was like the smoky host thing and
It's the one that I was able to see way off in the distance. I think we presume it might be Strahd's castle, if I remember correctly. It was the big one up on the hills, the cliffs, or up in the mountains or whatever, shrouded in the clouds. Like I barely got a glimpse of it when we first entered this realm.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, this is this model here is remarkably similar to that, and then, would also of note, because you were gone, when freaking Grim over here was playing with the chest, every time he opened it, I heard like a click come
Like
from in
this.
here. God damn, Grim, stop! Well, it hasn't done anything yet, but don't Jasper us.
Hearing this, Jasper laughs.
And yeah, I'll do detect magic.
so
Grim will
Yes,
fit the
detecting
bag.
magic. You
Or should I
detect-
ask him what he has inferred so far from this model?
Fantastic.
Well, then
So-
when I post this on YouTube, I would have to come up with a
It's-
punny title, because for fuck's sake, the puns
For
today.
fuck's sake, there it is. There's your title. For
For
fuck's
fuck's
sake.
sake, god damn it,
Yeah,
yep.
for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake, or for fuck's sake. Yeah, for fuck's sake. There we go. Yeah. So, you hear, or not you hear, but you sense something extraordinarily powerful,
Oh,
but you are unable to pin down exactly what school of magic it is.
well, I'll let him know. Something here, something strong.
Grim,
Sure what?
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. It's something strong, huh? So, yeah, Grim, please refrain from playing with the chest.
Just because Grim's strong doesn't mean he doesn't like to have fun.
Yeah, but whatever this is, Solara says it's got some strong magic that he can't even identify. And you're playing with an item that seems to make clicky noises inside of this thing.
It's because Grim is strong enough to, use the magic.
Whatever floats your boat might sink us all, but still, just dial it back.
Can I start trying to like locate which object this magic is emanating from?
It is only the ping within like the 30 feet of you. Touching any of the items that are in the room and kind of doing your detect stuff on it yields you nothing.
Oh.
You do detect a bit of like residual magic from the castle's clay, though, I will say. I believe that would be transmutation.
So what do we have right here? Just an empty desk?
It looks like an architect's workbench. Very much a, really just a desk. It's got tools and stuff that are in various states of decay, such as like wooden handles and stuff like that being pretty frail, or very dried up rather. Like chisels, like one of those like little map weights that you have to kind of hold rolled sheets.
Paperweight.
Paperweights, yeah. There we go. I couldn't think of the freaking word for it. Yeah, you have all those kind of various tools on that desk.
All right. And when I examined the castle here, I didn't see any like exterior things to interact with it, anything of that nature.
Roll a perception for me.
All right. Because there's obviously something mechanical in here or something from that chest. 16 plus it was an 8, 24.
24. So, you don't find anything that'll open up, like any buttons or levers or anything like that. You don't find anything like that. But you do notice that the castle's clay, stone, whatever you like to call it, is cracked up quite a bit. Like it's old.
Huh.
There's the middle of it.
What was that T you cut up?
So maybe there's something in the middle of it.
There might be, because when Grim was playing with that chest over there, like I definitely heard like some clicking, and when he closed it, like a latching sound come from within this thing.
And
I was going to say, this, and then look at Fevnor's reaction.
He's
Not going to actually touch the chest.
I'm just gonna give him this like you fucking flat ear, just I'm tired of your shit expression.
And what did you just search there, Fibnor? The room or the chest?
He searched the castle.
I was saying if there was like any signs of interaction or anything that was interactable or whatever on the model itself.
Something's clicking in the chest. Maybe there's something more to it.
Well, the clicking and latching was coming from the castle when when Grim messed with the chest.
When Grim was opening the chest, he heard a click from inside the castle.
Gotcha.
Now, the model castle, or
The
we're not in
model
a castle. Never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a smaller, littler chest in that castle representing that chest? That's what I'm going with.
Can't believe I'm gonna try this, but hey Grim, start opening and closing the chest, and I want to try to see if I can pinpoint maybe where on the castle model it's coming from. following the sound.
Okay.
You trying to trick Grim?
You listen closely. It doesn't sound like it's too loud of a click to be like scaled to that, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like, it's not there's a good thought, but
That's how I was going. Yeah, there was just a tiny little chest in there that's opening and closing.
it's a good thought, but
Well,
unfortunately
I mean, it was also I wanted to see if I could find out where on this thing, whatever mechanism is making that sound is coming from.
you hear it. I mean, the base sits on the floor, and you hear it from within the castle.
I'm gonna check out the chest. Do I sense anything magical or like searching around it, like anything that would be like a button or a lever that it's activating to do something in the thing?
Roll me a perception.
Upon
Yeah, like-
seeing Solaris look at the chest, Grim's gonna be like, "It's filled with old paper."
And
Uh,
it very much is filled with old paper, yeah.
12 and like also like detecting
Well-
magic, see if I can sense anything on it.
Detecting magic on the chest. You detect no magic on the chest. But you do feel that the chest is solidly put onto the floor.
Hmm.
Like it's not movable.
Grim's gonna tap on the floor and be like, "Down here."
You
Everything
tap on-
goes underneath. Like more as a like
Oh, like
potential
gotcha.
suggestion that like maybe we'll find answers in the basement. In the Grim way of conveying that thought.
Solidly. I'm gonna try and like lift the chest just to sort of like test how.
It
Not-
is solid. I mean, just even. It doesn't move an inch. It is 100% either bolted or built into the ground.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and I want to check the walls and the rest of the room for any maybe grim doors. I guess we'll go with that, or any also interactable things maybe. Because
Roll me a perception.
all right. Yeet.
Ooh, nice.
So 19 plus 8 for a glorious 27.
Glory will soon be yours. Alright. So, first off, you notice a small thing on the wall here. That opens this up.
Well, hey guys, I got something over here. As I find this thing.
You see that there is a door, secret door, on the wall right behind you.
Oh.
Kind of feeling around, it kind of slides upwards. It's loud grinding of stone. And as that has opened, you notice that the castle is a little bit crumbly, like bits of it are falling off as that stone was grinding and vibrating through the room.
Oh man, this castle is not in very good condition. Just I revealed this door and it looks like it's starting to crumble, guys.
Are you guys breaking things? Can I come in and break things?
I'm gonna
Nope.
give Solaris this
Nothing.
questioning look, like, what do you think will happen? Like, why? It's a scale model of that castle. Well, not scale. I mean, it's a model of the castle we've seen. So, what do you think will happen if we destroy it?
The castle will be destroyed.
I doubt it'll be that easy. Wow, what the fuck's going on?
Sorry.
Sounds like Little Teague is like one way to find out.
He's killing spiders with a sword now.
Well, Little
Sounds like a
little
downgrade from
Teague.
dinosaurs.
I mean, little Enzio apparently wants us to do it. Hey, Jasper, get it. What do you think of this thing here, Solaris?
Well, I think McKnight said that like I'm getting a sense of magic from it also.
I like residual magic more than anything,
Residual.
like transmutation.
And so residual magic from this, and then something strong.
Somewhere in the area, within 30 feet of you.
Debating if we want to actually just we want to have this little castle destroyed and what it'll do. I'd be lying if if I wasn't curious here. But what's behind this door?
You open it up, and it leads to that staircase area.
Huh.
One room to go.
We got 30 feet. Maybe if I'm not sensing it in this room exactly, maybe it's just somewhere next room over or something. Be careful. I'm like hopping out.
All right, before we end up going though, I want to take one last look at the architect's table here. See if there's anything of note on it. Any just for this table here. You said it's just tools, right? Any drawers with anything in them? Any documentation?
Roll me a perception.
Alrighty. What do my fucks I see? 18.
So, kind of opening up some of the drawers of the table there, looking around, we're kind of rummaging just a little bit around. First off, you notice that whatever paper's left on the desk is in that very bad state, or pretty much touching it disintegrates it. Opening the drawers, you find things to make sculptures, like chisels, knives, carving knives, that kind of stuff. In another drawer, you find a few paperweights, but something catches your eye. Underneath the paperweights, a paper. It looks mostly like the paperweights have sank through the paper, but at the very bottom of the top of the stack there, you see a part of a signature, and you're able to kind of discern out that it is Strad von Zerovich as a signature.
Anything else on the paper that I can make out?
No, just the paperweights are kind of sitting on top of it, and on that paper you see Strad von Zerovich written under there. Opening up another drawer, you find paints, what would be left of paints, painting things. And in the final drawer, you find nothing. It's an empty drawer.
As Solaris and them are starting to shamble out of the room and be like, hey guys, I found something. I got like a paper here signed by Strahd. I want to go and also just very carefully remove the paperweights to try to not damage the paper underneath.
Roll me a dexterity plus wisdom.
Ready? Oh, invisible wall. 17 plus 4 plus 2? Shit, yes. So 23.
23. So, you're able to remove the paperweights off. and underneath the text is still intact, and it is basically just a letter thanking this architect. Oh, sorry, bad burp. By the name of Zahid Al-Bash, for making the model to scale of his castle. Or not making the model to scale, but making his castle and constructing it. It is. It also goes on to say that I do entrust you, entrust that you have hidden away my my history and buried it. Kind of goes with that kind of text sentiment for it.
Thanks for hiding my shit.
And he does say it does have a bit of like lamentation at the end of it, where he's saying that he does hope that the walls that he has built would never come crumbling down again, and yeah, just it's a bit of like a lamentation. So they seem
Lamentation? Lamentation is when you put plastic over paper to preserve it.
lament, like lamentation, lamentation.
Well, maybe instead of putting plastic over paper, he's put clay over something, and there's something hidden inside of it. Oh.
They did seem fairly, at least close enough to be slightly informal with.
I'm gonna go ahead and repeat everything to Solaris and be like, well, it looks like the architect who made this. I don't know. This letter seems pretty informal. I mean, like they were close, and also apparently there's some stuff of Strahd's that has been hidden. Could maybe come in use if we can find it. But now it's also got me curious as to why there was mechanical noises coming from inside here. Wonder if there's something hidden inside.
Should break it open and see.
Dismantle the castle.
I'm even
Yeah,
more
true.
tempted now to do it. Yeah. Hey, Grim. Jasper. Smash.
Ooh. I'm gonna be outside of the room.
Yeah.
Just immediately.
Yep. As I say that, I also leave the room.
So Jasper comes running into the room, fucking dives into the castle. I'm just imagining him doing like the whole like rah, rah, like smash into the castle.
Smash!
Oh my god.
Grim's gonna pick Jasper up by the hands and swing him around so he can start kicking shit too.
The crumbled castle.
I'm gonna look at Solaris and be like,
is now
I am both concerned and why did I do that?
is now beyond saving. The
We missed a pillar!
model
We missed a pillar! Get it!
The model is being destroyed in the most hilarious way possible, I assume. But I will say, treading over the crumbly remains, you do feel something hollow, like a hollow sound as you kind of put your foot down in one spot, and you hear that latching shut, as well as something snapping. Like a cable or a string or something, that kind of sound. But yeah.
Jasper's
Grim's
gonna
gonna
be
start
like,
clearing the debris away from that area.
I heard things. Did you hear things?
Grim heard door.
So I'm gonna start clearing areas with Grim here.
Alright, you start shoving away the debris from it. Yeah, it was pretty much made out of like a clay-like substance. Not very sturdy, but very formable. There we go. And yeah, you kind of dust everything away, and you see a sort of wooden, like little hatch there with no handle.
We found a door.
I'm just gonna try and pry it open with his dagger.
Okay, so you kind of stick your dagger into the bottom of it, and you pry it up fairly easy to lift. The mechanism seemed to not be able to hold under your strength. Kind of push the dagger down and just kind of snap it back up, and open it, and inside is a sort of a red kind of satiny cloth, as well as a book in the center of it.
Grim's gonna dive at Jasper and shove him in the sack. Upon seeing the book.
All right.
Oh God!
What you guys find
So
in there?
there's a book. I got the Jasper.
Oh, Polaris, you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that.
You nailed it, little Tegan. You nailed it.
Fucking, we need something smashed. It's gonna be like Hulk smash, and fucking Grim and Solaris just come in. That's like Grim and fucking Jasper will go in there and just wreck house, literally. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at whatever they found here.
Yeah, you said
It
you
is.
found another book?
This one's not garbage.
That's good. Last one was pretty rough. Can I seize book?
Seize the book you shall.
I don't want to touch it.
Jasper's gonna peek out of the pack and say, "What'd they find? What's in the book?"
Is it? I don't know yet. Shh.
I'll pick up the book.
So, the book is a very thick leather covered with steel hinges and fastenings. You can kind of feel the pages are slightly brittle, like they kind of have that give to them, but they're in much better condition than the scrolls and other papers that you found throughout here. Yeah.
I read the cover.
Cover has no text. It is just a iron depiction of the. You've seen the seal plenty of times before. That raven seal.
Oh.
That seems to be the thing of Strahd's. Same one that was on your hand.
Let's I open it to the first page, I guess, and see if there's something there or contents or something.
The lock that had been on there seems to have aged with time. And if you are doing the whole magic thing still, it feels of abjuration.
The lock or the book?
The book.
Abjuration.
And here.
So what's the book say?
This is a first-person account from Strahd himself. It seems to be a history, a journal, a biography of the man, Strahd von Zarovich.
Myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend, yes.
I'm gonna flip to the section where it lists his fears and weaknesses.
There's a glossary or a table of contents.
Yeah, there is page
Yeah,
242.
Is there
weaknesses.
fears and weaknesses chapter?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
If you
But
put that into your library and pull it out asking for that, would that work? Because doesn't it bring you the book, the information you need?
It gives me a plus to reading the information, but if that information's not there, it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to identify the book then? If it's abjuration, I'm assuming maybe just a preserving or something, but
I'll call it a very easy identify for you, and yeah, it's pretty much exactly that. The I wouldn't say the book itself is magical, but like there is in fact a kind of preserving magic on it to kind of keep it from
Seal.
decaying.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's just something meant to protect. But yeah, I mean, it very much like kind of thumbing through some of the pages, you catch the early, like the first pages, you catch the early life of this noble prince, and his learnings and stuff like that. You get bits in there about his family, his father, his mother. His mother died very young. While he was very young, rather. His father raised him, but then sent him off to a Temple of Serenray, as it was found out that he had these innate abilities that he was told about through Serenray priests in the area, or worshippers rather, that these abilities that he had would best serve Serenray. And it talks about how he did this and met the love of his life while doing this, basically becoming paladin of sorts. But he wasn't ever imbued with holy magic. It was just his sort of sorcery and his innate sorcery and his wizard learnings kind of translated into this almost divine-like magic. And through this, he met the love of his life. And it starts getting to the point where he has married this woman, and while serving Serenray, kind of just dedicates his entire life to her. And it does give years for this too, but I haven't pulled them up quite yet. You have you're almost getting kind of pulled in by just thumbing through some of these pages, kind of that speed read that you've been able to do for a lot of stuff to get the gist of informations here. Eventually, he had to vanquish a barbarian that was targeting some of Serenray's temples that are in this this northern area here and slayed this barbarian named Kavan in Serenray's name and smote him upon the mountainside, we'll say.
Smooting. The smooting.
From memory, was that the name of
Kavan's the
Cheekin's
one that.
spear?
Yeah. It was Kavan's spear, wasn't it? Blood spear or some shit.
I think so. I didn't have the exact name at this moment.
Thought we got a name.
Yeah, pretty sure it was Kavan.
The name sounds familiar.
Well, let's check the notes.
It continues beyond that to have. Pull it up here, sorry, because you do get a specific year. That's because it's almost like a journal and biography.
It's his fucking diary.
Basically, I mean, if you'd like.
Yeah, Blood Spear of Kavan. And if I remember right, we found the book too, and like the spear picks its family basically, so he might be family.
So the year 534, it pretty much it's almost, it feels like there's a chunk missing, like he stopped writing in this time period, but it begins with that a very melancholy tone of his wife is sick, dying through an assassination attempt on him and transferred over to his wife instead. And he has urged the Dawnflower to heal her. And he gets no response that he normally would get from her. And sure enough, this ask turns to almost begging, and to no response. And the year 537, about midsummer, it speaks of him hearing another voice in it. It's almost the same sweet voice, yet different. And it basically urges him to don't fear that if his wife dies, Sarenrae will bring her back. So you see the almost you can kind of get the feeling of almost relief through the text that this voice has talked back finally, and that even if she died, she would be reborn, and it's fine. But unfortunately, it seemed as though these were lies, because a few months later, his wife does die, and she does not turn to him. And of course, then he pleads once again with Sarenrae to turn her, but again, no response. He instead hears that same voice that told her that it would be alright, and the voice has revealed to him that she could, instead of Sarenrae, bring his love back. Should he but just war against Sarenrae for her, be her champion instead. And in his grief, it seems as though he has taken her up on this offer, because the next years following just indicates battles upon battles against Sarenrae followers in temples and burnings and slayings and everything. And the year 541, he hears of another child being born with the same sort of abilities that he had at birth. And of course the voice says to slay this one too. Sure that this one is dead, and talks of him hiring, or rather not hiring, I guess, but consulting an ancient red dragon by the name of Brennan Vorax the Cruel to aid him, and through a couple years of courting, he managed to win the dragon over and to send it against this final temple, to which that he knew was being guarded by a phoenix. The account goes to a fight against the phoenix and this dragon from his point of view, saying that this is the most awesome thing that he has ever seen. It did bring tears to his eyes, but yeah, he knew the phoenix as Moltres, and was sad to see it almost slayed by this dragon. However, he didn't realize that by attacking this temple, it would be the start of his fate, as he calls it. This life of nothing, this undeath, as the ground itself seemed to upturn and unheave beneath him, and his entire army around him were pulled and mashed into the earth. And when he woke up, he found himself in the ground, and he clawed his way out. And upon looking around, he saw that he was still in his lands, but in much a cursed, almost version of his lands, this fog that he could control and all this. And as he started realizing what was happening to him, that same sickly sweet voice returned to him and told him that this was his reward for serving her. And through this, he has sort of, this is near the end of the kind of recounting, that he has pretty much accepted his position here as part of this sort of revolt against Sarenrae, and pledged himself at this point to the Pallid Princess, as he has uncovered the voice, who it belonged to, and of course the voice says if he continues to serve, he'll one day be reunited with his love.
So
Voice is using it.
the root problem for this whole world is a woman, of course.
Yep. See?
Wow.
I got
Makes me- makes me-
woman's the number one.
It makes me want to fucking put this guy in the ground even more, because he caused all of this shit over his fucking wife.
It's always a woman. Search to the underlying issue of every problem, and there she'll be.
But yeah, I mean the passages pretty much end with my old life is gone, and this is who I am now. So this part of me shall lay to rest. And it seems that's where he has stopped writing. And the year of that was 560. It does have accounts in there of him.
And it's 969 now,
Yes.
as far as we're aware.
It does have a lot of ties between him and the Vistanias. Those were his people that lived here at one point, and now he has pretty much enslaved them, as they were all sucked into this place with him. Pretty much everyone that had served him at one point was brought here, and then their families were also cursed along with him.
Books say.
I'll pretend I'm like reading it out loud as I'm skimming through all this.
Yeah. It's a bit of a dump there, but yeah.
Oh. So
It,
this guy's been waiting like 500 years for his wife to come back?
Long wait for a booty call.
And whoever knows if this paladin or whatever prince or whatever the hell it was called is even going to live up to that end of the deal. And how long has it already been?
500 years, give or take.
Yeah. Probably did 500 more, then another 500 after that. Like, you know.
If I could walk 500 miles.
Yeah.
500 years though, but
Jasper's gonna stick his little hand out and flick Grim's ear. And he's gonna pop back into the bag.
Huh. Definitely something I think we should hang on to. Old Diary of Strahd. The biography of Strahd.
It does have some interesting information sprinkled throughout some of the pages, but yeah, for the most part, it is a recounting, and as well as near the end, him finding out the state, what he is, being a vampire, and not just any vampire, but a one directly touched by the Pallid Princess here. He is extremely powerful.
so he's like basically a first-gen vampire.
Basically, he's a Gen Z or a Boomer vampire. Yeah,
Boomer Pyre.
Boomer pyre.
Private boomer pyre.
Yeah, well, at least now we have some more at least details going about what had happened, what started this, what brought this region here, and all of this. But if he's that powerful, like, let's hope we can really find a way to take him on, because it's gonna suck.
Grim may need a few naps before we take on Stroud.
Yeah, like I said, sounds like that would be a fight that's just that's gonna suck.
It pretty much can give you a heads up of what you might fight against him, as it does kind of go through some of the stuff that he's learned that he can do. I will bring it up as it becomes pertinent to you.
And that was all his wife, right?
Yep.
So, does it give a description of her? Pretty good description?
It does.
Then
With the description that it gives, roll me a wisdom.
me to roll it, or?
Yeah.
Huh?
No doodles of what she looks like?
It's
actually,
Enzio,
yeah,
not
no.
Human.
It gives some pretty good sketches.
17.
So yeah, why not? 17. It very much looks like Irina.
Oh, shit.
And quite a
Polly,
bit
that
like
Solaris, that sounds like Irina.
and quite a bit like Matilda's daughter as well.
Maybe that's why Strahd was so keen to get to them.
Maybe that's why the people kidnapped Matilda's daughter. And in that case, then we pretty much just led the one girl here, Astra or whatever.
Is Irina the warrior chick we took from the other town?
Irina, that girl, yeah.
The reincarnation of Strahd's wife.
Well,
You're the reincarnation of Strahd's wife.
we could definitely maybe use that to our advantage.
Hey, Strahd, look over here and booty call.
The puzzle
was gonna say-
pieces
I
are
was gonna
starting
say
to come together.
I was gonna say disguise somebody to look like her, but I mean, I guess that works too.
But to what end? How can we use that?
Distraction.
Temporary distraction?
I don't know, something. So we can figure it out. We like to use excessive force, so.
Yeah.
I'm hearing
We'd always threaten to kill her if she doesn't comply.
I'm hearing Enzio say excessive force. Grim's gonna kick a piece of the castle as hard as he can. Excessive force. Kick.
You're gonna hear a little yeah from the bag.
God, I forgot you were in there.
I didn't.
I'm just imagining the fucking the remnants of like a fucking sandcastle and Grimm's kicking it over like the bully on the
Yeah.
beach. Excessive force.
Grim found the book. Excessive force, and he's gonna kick some more.
God damn it.
I must say, Grim, you have been finding lots of things in here.
Grim has the best eyes. Or luck. One or the other.
So, anything on maybe the weaknesses or anything in that book there, Cyrus?
Well, it does say that he is stronger than any other vampire that he has ever seen. And you guys have fought a vampire before. You guys know how to kill one.
Yeah, you gotta
But he
chop off its head.
says- He says no normal means can kill me.
So, okay, going in
Maybe
all
we chop
hacky
off
and...
the head of his penis.
Oh my god.
That's
of
not
his
normal.
I mean, I was making a supernatural reference, but whatever. I mean, whatever you do, you Tegan.
That's Enzio's game plan. He's
I'm not the
gonna
one with the
seduce Strahd, and then chomp chomp. No more penis.
No,
head.
we just give Irina to give him a blowjob.
What I just said you were gonna do. You're gonna seduce him and then give him a little chompy chomp.
I mean, I don't care how powerful you are. You can't really be, too powerful when you're hacked into a bunch of tiny little pieces.
Well, you could
Well,
hack
it's
him in a
still pretty
bunch of tiny little pieces and spread them out through every corner of the earth.
Exactly.
You're assuming he takes damage.
It would
Immediately recover.
it would be for the betterment of everybody else to make sure so I don't have to do an alignment check for saying that. Because that's pretty fucking dark. But lots of interesting finds in this temple or whatever the hell we're in.
I guess we should have looked to see if there was a back door to get into it. If it was a replica. Too late now.
Well, I mean, I did a thorough look over the castle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And you saw one part that was weakened. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'm pretty sure that weakening was the actual model itself.
Maybe the castle is a big magical thing and tied to his, so now we go to his castle, it's all crumbled.
Gigantic Jasper footprints everywhere. Footprints.
What the
But if they're
fuck
to
happened
scale-
here?
So out of character, because Grim isn't this fucking smart. So if they're to scale and they were manufactured the same way, and age eats at them in the same manner, there will be a weak point in the castle at the place that there was a weak point in this castle.
Yeah, but
It's a stretch, but it's a possibility.
but the other castle's gonna be made out of, I don't know, proper castle building materials, not magical clay.
You don't know that.
He's right, you know.
You know, if it turns out we go to Strahd's castle and it's a fucking just pile of rubble, I will buy Nutty a beer.
Like fucking Grim and Jasper a beer, goddammit. We're the
You,
ones that
you,
broke the castle.
you guys would get the coveted POB.
POTV, thank you.
Well, huh.
What? And we search this room for secret rooms.
And so in
Goes
the
back to the hallway.
so in that little, I guess, hidden thing that was inside the castle, it was just the book.
Yep.
Well, Solaris, I think that's definitely something you should wisp away into your little pocket dimension library thing, because, man, that might come in handy.
Yep, and yeah, good, more to read, and definitely keep this.
I mean, it's not often you literally get a book on your enemy. So the more ways to be able to take him down is being able to literally see how his, read up on his life from his account.
Jasper's gonna poke his head out of the pack and say, unless there's a section in there that says how to kill me, I don't really care.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to know your enemy.
Well,
Let's see what makes him tick.
just knowing that he's touched for the Palette Princess and Vampire and stuff like that, we have a more of an idea of what we're dealing with for sure.
Where did the bad princess touch you?
What are you doing, step princess?
Fucking Pyro, you need to open up with that when we encounter Strahd. Where did the Paladin Princess touch you?
Then I'll pull out other Jasper and be like, you could show me another Jasper.
You don't have another Jasper anymore.
No, but I can make a new one before then.
Yeah?
Just need to kill something child-sized.
Oh my god. What's your alignment again?
Chaotic neutral.
Oh,
Yeah, business.
Just like you.
sometimes I worry if it's chaotic neutral or a little bit more on the dark side.
Well, I am an evil alignment paladin. I'm a
I thought you were
tyrant
good
by
alignment
class.
Paladin.
Bright is.
Yeah.
Grim is a tyrant.
Oh, well, yeah. Hey, Grim, let's go through the door. There's another door.
Yeah, let's go take a look and see what's over here.
I will say too, Solaris, that the magics of this book do not match the big magics felt.
Yeah, because like I say, it was more of just a preservation type
Yep.
spell on it to help preserve it.
Yep.
But yeah, something else is... Something big is lurking near.
Yeah, as I'm walking out of the door, I'm also gonna look back to Solaris. I mean, so you said that there was some big... You felt some big magic in here? Was it the book?
No, something really strong, and I can't tell what. And not the castle, not the book. Nothing in this
Grim?
room as far as I can tell.
Grim's not
Definitely
in the room.
No, it wasn't you, Graham.
There's
Oh.
a security camera.
There's a tremor in the force.
I mean, maybe you'll be able to triangulate something. It's what, 30 feet? You can go to each corner.
Well,
Because if there's something big and magical in there,
Well, if it's an area magic.
Remember, it goes below and above us too.
well, typically at this level, it would sort of give me a much better indication. But maybe since it's so strong, or like Grim said, an area, maybe it's not doing its thing. But maybe this. Well, I can do that. I could walk back down the hall we came from a bit and see when it disappears and start. But we also have a room to explore right next to us too, right?
Yeah, but I figured like if we're here, we could just see if like walking up to see what happens. Could be something in here. Could be something next door.
What is it heightened at right now?
Would be 4th, right?
Oh, I totally forgot that I did have the pinpoint at 4th level there. Uh, 5-foot cube would be around here. Apologies. I forgot you were at 4th.
I was just assuming that it was like
You would- when you
powerful enough or strong enough that it was not like.
When you said that, I was like, wait a second. Shit, I totally forgot there was a 4th level part of it. And that you guys were at 4th level. Yeah, pinpoint 5-foot cube right around here.
Where's your?
On the
Alright.
chest in the room.
Around the chest.
Huh. Well, time to empty out this fucking chest. Dumpster diving.
You start scooping papers out.
I'm gonna see Solaris
Or
like start
remains of
moving
papers.
around. So, Solaris, what'd you find?
Nothing yet, but
Empty chest.
and you say it was strongly rooted to the ground, so I'm gonna try and like pull the bottom up or poke through the bottom or something.
Do you need a paw with that?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Through the
maybe
bottom?
secret something.
Dark side.
What are you poking through the bottom?
I'm gonna try and like see if there's a passage or something under. Like if this is firmly rooted to the ground, see if it like connects to something in the ground.
So you start kind of feeling around in the bottom and start tapping. You do hear that it is hollow on the inside there. But you see no latch or anything to pull it up. It is wood, but yeah.
I'm gonna look at Solaris and be like, Grim,
Tear it up!
quietly so they can't hear it. Just, like, it's more of like a question. Like, should we get Grim for this? Do we need him to smash it?
Maybe 1 second before I glance back at the sandcastle. Feel all around the chest,
that's
the
why I'm
lid,
asking.
everything. See if I can find anything like a latch or a lever or.
Yeah, I'd rather go scalpel and not
no
wrecking
latch
ball.
or lever. You can roll me a perception, though.
Yeah, that it's empty.
Yeah.
Huh.
No latch or lever. Nothing like that. Don't feel anything.
Well, maybe just try to like. Is it like a solid piece of wood in the bottom, or like is it a like?
It's solid enough for you to tap on it. Makes the hollow sound.
I guess what I'm asking is it like one solid piece of wood, or is it like a couple pieces of wood? Like, is
Yes.
there one solid piece?
Yeah.
I think there's something under this chest. I just don't want to get too heavy-handed in trying to get to it. And I'll pull out my dagger and see if I can like on the edge of the chest try to like wedge it in there somewhere to try and get a hold on this board to start prying it or something.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go over to the architect's table and see if there's if there were some tools here, like maybe a chisel or something.
Yeah, anything that you can imagine an architect would have for sculpting or modeling or anything like that, it is there on that table.
All right, like a chisel and a hammer. And
Yeah.
what kind of condition are they in?
The metal's alright.
Like, is it mounted to their handles pretty good? Do they feel wobbly? Like, like when you get that like old hammer, it feels like the top's gonna come off.
Yeah. They're wobbly.
Bednar, grab that chisel and hammer and give it a whirl.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna take the chisel and hammer and go over here and start trying to like right at the base, see if I can start chiseling away carefully.
On the outside or the inside?
No, on the outside. Well,
The outside.
So hold on. So when you were describing the hollowness, is that the inside of the chest going like?
Inside.
Oh,
on the
inside.
bottom of it.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can just maybe chisel through the floor a bit.
yeah. Let's see if I can get around the edges of on the outside. See if maybe I can get a look underneath it. Makes sense.
While you're doing that, go ahead and just give me like a quick little flat check for me. So, no additives, nothing, just straight D20 roll.
Alrighty. Okay, rolls. Now is not the time to fail me. Fucking knock on wood, give it a twirl, and fucking yoink.
Literally knock on wood.
Yep. Hero point.
All right.
I said,
Second
don't
one.
fail me. Yeah, knowing my luck, yeah, watch, but please be worth it.
Bednar lights on
Give it a
fire.
little bit longer. Knowing my luck, we'll see, and it is a 16.
Okay.
1.
So the chisel and hammer hold up surprisingly well under your not heavy-handed touch. And you do manage to chisel the inside of the chest quite a ways to where it gives and the chisel's head goes through the bottom. Having a little hole there now. So just
Well,
confirms
I-
it is hollow on the
yep,
inside.
it's definitely hollow. I've struck void.
We'll shine a light in there a bit and see if we can see anything.
Shining a light in there and seeing, the inside is, again, that sort of velvety looking material, the velour, on the inside, red.
Just like where the book was.
Yeah, just like the book.
Ooh, there's definitely, I mean, we got the same, like, nice red velvety stuff like where the book was, Solaris. Looks like in there. Could be something good.
I was trying to grab where the hole is there a bit and just try to pull the board up now.
You can feel that the board doesn't pull, but you do feel it slide. Having that traction on it, feel it slide direction. You are free to push it in that direction. And as your finger reaches the edge of the where the side of the chest is, you can feel the board kind of give a little bit, kind of pop up. Sure enough, pulling at that point does actually unlid it, basically, if you'd like to think of it that way. And you do notice that there is a mechanism on the inside, possibly a trigger for something. But before you, on the velvet pillow, lays a book. Another one.
So many books.
This one in a pristine condition, as if it would never be touched by time. Has the face of a bearded man on the front with a very stern look. The book itself of this almost perfect leather bound, no locker or anything like that. Pages have that gold kind of trim on the outside of it. And yeah.
What do we got here?
Any words on the cover?
No words, nothing like that.
Remember, these people need help with titles.
Seems to be a common thing here.
Well, fucking in for a penny, in for a pound, I'm gonna pick the book up.
Alrighty. Nothing happens.
Just sitting here waiting the Yogurdian deflection.
Well, when you say it like that, it makes it sound like I couldn't pick the book up.
No, you do pick the book up, but nothing happens. Once you
Nothing,
pick the book
yeah, I know,
No.
I'm just joking.
up.
Well,
Well,
a little glance at Febdor and flip open the cover.
Flipping open the cover, the pages are blank. But as you look at it, words almost seem to form on the page the more you look at it. They kind of almost feel incoherent, but you're almost getting something from it. It's a very odd feeling. The words aren't in a language that you understand, but you seem to understand them. As you're kind of looking at them. Fevnor, you see nothing on the pages.
Huh. Well, it's a very nice book, but it looks like it's a fucking empty book.
sold 1 million copies.
It's a whole lot of nothing, it looks like there. I just see blank pages.
I'm just sort of like staring at it, like trying to watching words form.
Yeah, and they pretty much form like as if you're reading the book, and they kind of stay there as you're reading them.
Gonna look at Solaris. But I'm gonna guess I can see his eyes darting like he's reading something.
Yeah, like he's reading
Like,
something. Yeah.
it's
And as you get to the bottom of the page,
it's just a blank. But it's blank, right?
Ah, very much not blank.
Huh. Curious. Looks blank to me.
You know, I tell like, is it just from like arcane training that I'm able to read this, or
um,
have I may have never
If
seen
you'd
that
like
like this
to
before?
try to identify it, you may.
Yeah, I'll spend a minute trying to identify this.
Waiting for the natural fucking 20.
Yep, here we go.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
I believe in you. Let's go, drum roll. Not a 20, but
Still
high.
good.
yeah.
Pretty good.
And that'll be a dirty 20.
See? See, it's a
Also-
fucking 20.
So, you realize this as the Tome of Understanding. Basically, a very, very powerful magic book that, if you spend 48 hours over 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents, i.e. reading it, like cover to cover, kind of basically tracks your position as the book fills as you read it. It fills with knowledge, and at the end of that time period, when you're finished reading the book, It does something very nice to you, but then loses its magic for a century.
Say what? So you read it for 48 hours in 6 days.
6 or fewer days.
6 or fewer days.
Basically, you spend 48 hours of study on it. Takes you 48 hours to go cover to cover of reading. Not in a row. You can
Yeah.
pop it out, but yeah, that's how long
But
it would take.
within a 6-day period or less.
Yep. It does something very nice for you, but you just get that as a very
nice,
positive effect from reading the book, but you don't know what that effect is.
but it's only every century that it's a nice. The rest of the time, it's an asshole.
But then, yeah, it basically deletes itself for a century, or the contents of the book.
Swolf must have read this less than a century ago. That's what this was.
What? Wow.
While you ponder that, I'm just going to use the restroom. Be right back.
Well, see you guys in a couple of days.
Hey, wait a century.
Oh, and it doesn't care who the reader is; they just have to be the holder of the book. By the way, that's
So what if
yeah.
they
There's
read
no
it? They don't hold it.
discernment between
What if
people.
they read it? They read it at a distance. What if two people
What
read
if
it
we
at the
all
same
read it?
time?
Well, you see what happens whenever you all try to read it.
Oh god. Let's not do that, we're all gonna die.
Well, the holder can read it. The
That
other
was
people will
DM
play.
speak for get
so
fucked.
so if we all touch the book and read it as a group,
Huddle around Solaris. Gangbang!
Group hug! And then we all get fucked.
Now let me
equally.
tell you
It's
all a
bitches.
story.
so I'm gonna take my palm and put it on Solaris' shoulder and be like, "So, anything good?" While also looking at the book.
You see nothing in the book.
Damn it! I mean, I'm touching the guy that's touching the book.
Well, if it was electricity, yeah, you'd be shocked.
Well, he is pretty stunned.
Ha.
Don't know exactly what it does. But I get the sense that if someone was to put a lot of study into this book, it does something good. And I think it can only be used once, or at least, well, once in our lifetimes.
Huh.
I've never seen anything like it.
When you say it'll do something good, like, how good we talking? Like, what do you think?
Depends on how much you pay her.
It is very strong magic, but I don't know what.
Could be very much of use. Of course, it's curious how it's been locked away in this thing next to Strahd's diary and castle here, but we've been looking for artifacts and stuff, right? To help maybe take down Strahd. Maybe this will give us an edge.
Yeah, it could be
You're gonna have to read it just before you face him.
something along those lines. Trick is, it's gonna take, I guess, probably at least 3 days to probably read this thing, giving some time for sleep, etc.
Huh, curious. Gonna give him a big pat on the back and be like, well, I hope you're a fast reader.
You can pretty much do about 8 hours of study a day without tiring yourself. You got basically like a soft ceiling for
You know,
that.
But
You
this
could
needs
save
to
the
do
last- you
48 in 6 days.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be exhausting even at
Right.
8 a day.
well,
I guess that would be 8 a day for 6 days. Yeah.
let's think about this. If we assume we face Strahd within the next 6 days, you read all but the last page until just before we're about to face him. And then you read the last page just then. And then the good thing will happen just then.
But, yeah.
We don't know how long this good thing is gonna last, do we?
Polaris just ejaculates in his pants, and then the fight continues.
Let's hope it's not that.
It's probably not that.
Not the Book of Happy Endings?
God damn it.
The Book of Knowledge of Happy Endings, and Solaris has one yet, so the nice thing is experiencing.
Back. So. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Well, Solaris, it looks like you got a hell of a lot of study ahead of you.
Doesn't have to be just him, by the way. Anybody.
Jasper's asleep in the bed.
Well, guess we could all take cracks at it or something later. Reading it as time passes.
Does it work like if he reads for 8 hours and I read for 8 hours? Is it like cumulative like that, or is it like one person has to do 48 hours?
Yeah. The person
and
is
we
basically
don't
that
know-
person is studying the book, yeah.
And we don't know what it does.
Unfortunately, you didn't roll quite high enough for that, but you got 90% of what it can. Or yeah.
Well, 6 days of study though makes it tough to do in the timeline that we're here for. Also,
I mean, it might be exhausting, but maybe we can spend I don't know, a hard day's worth of study on that, because we have a bunch of other stuff we can read as well. Maybe when we're done here, we can spend a day to rest and just spend a day going through some of the stuff we found at that lecture hall place, and while you're going through that book, we could just have a day of downtime.
yeah, but it's not a day of downtime. It's 6 days of downtime. Or like I would guess maybe like 3 at the minimum with exhaustion, like big exhaustion. How long do you think we have left here until like our 2 week?
Well, it took you 9 days to get down here. So, you had a 2-week, 14 days from there. So you have actually about 5 days left for that timeline to escape via Nala.
I definitely think a little bit of heavy exhaustion would be worth it if we want to beat the timetable. It would suck, but we could probably, like I said, take a day of downtime and just reading the thing. Just most of the day, like more than 8 hours.
You guys have kind of hit your timeline limit to go back up. Unless maybe you take some sort of shortcut or something that you can maybe think of.
Well,
Get back up there to
Remember
fight
when I
Strahd and then return back down here for 14 days.
we were also of the mind that if we kill Strahd, we might be able to leave one of the whole world.
Yeah, I mean that, like Solaris said earlier, the land. What is it, split out of time or something like that? Like if we could restore it, we might find a way back, or we'll end up going with it. But we'll find out when that comes, I suppose.
Yeah, that's gonna be the trick. We'll have to decide here what to. Oh, us
Should we
hoping to
stay or
see
should
whatever
we
we
go?
learn from here to go forward, and maybe this is part of learning from here. So if we spent 3 days. Well, we could always finish exploring and see what else this has in store. And then with our 4 or 5 days left, we could spend the 3 days to learn, read the other stuff, and then make a decision. Because we definitely don't have enough time to go back to Strahd's Castle and come back here without accepting that we have to stay here.
Yeah.
Whether we can fix this area and be able to leave it later.
It's quite the pickle. But I mean, definitely down me. We have time, so I guess we'll find out what else is in this decrepit place and cross that bridge when we come to it. I suppose we still got 5 days.
Yeah.
Well, library boy, vacuum that book up. Let's go. We got some other rooms to go.
Yeah. I fucking 48 hours of study on it. Yeah, let's bump that here for now and finish exploring this place. Yeah.
Finally moving on. That was fucking shit in that room.
Yeah. Lots of good info and tidbits today.
We've opened a door to oblivion.
Don't worry, Grim. Dial up noise. Yep, there we go.
It's a beast.
Your door.
It's
The first
got
thing that
eyeballs.
hits you is the smell of food.
What's that smell?
The torches in here and sconces illuminate a dining table at the center of the room, which you can see there, filled to the brim with rich smells of cooked meat, sweet vegetables, gravy, mulled wine, all the good stuff. And living on rations for the past 6 days, or 9 days, it smells amazing.
Can we have wolf meat? Can we have wolf
Don't
meat?
let gluttony. Yeah. I was gonna say, don't let gluttony get in our way.
If everything
Smells
here is old
good.
ruined, how is there fresh food here?
Yeah. I don't like the looks of that.
You guys remember that meat monster?
The meat monster. Forgot about him.
Yes, and then Grimm's.
That
gonna
was
drop
these
his loincloth.
characters.
Well, Solaris, what do you make of this?
I know, Jasper's still asleep in the bag.
Mr. Solaris, one ping only.
I'm gonna look at Grim and be like, Grim, whatever you do, lock that bag. Don't let Jasper out.
Well.
Decisions, and boy, are we hungry.
Grimm's only been awake for a day, not hungry yet.
You got like Grim?
Let's start with the obvious, I guess.
The
Let's
main
do a little
course?
detect magic.
Okay. You detect transmutation. And you detect it about right here. 5 foot square.
The pig.
Well, that shit's rancid. Great.
So, Solaris, what you sense?
I detect transmutation over there. As for the rest, I'm gonna like poke the table.
Poking the table. Feel solid.
Is there like any like food near me?
Yeah.
Oh God,
Sprinkle cheese.
there's
I'm gonna
floating baguettes. It's gotta be that.
Oh God.
I'm gonna poke a floating baguette or something near me.
Your finger goes right through it.
It's rotten.
Like right through it, as in it's super soft, and you just poke
Nothing.
into it, or there's
Illusion.
As in nothing.
the cake. It's a lie.
That means he failed a little of his detect magic, because clearly that's illusion, not trans.
No, it tell him whatever's the strongest. But
Oh yeah, that's true. It could be a
but
magic.
the illusion it could also be transmutation because it could be something mutated into an illusion.
That would
I'm gonna
have to be
try and
something
disbelieve
there to
illusion.
transmute. If he puts his finger through there and there's nothing there, then it's not transmutation.
Sorry, I was muted there. Romeo will save.
Oh.
Will he save or will he won't?
Do. You said whittle?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That will be a 15.
15. Let's see here. You still see everything on the table.
You know, I was just thinking. The name of this map is the Two Amber Table. Game ready? May as well be called the Two Turd Table. Game ready.
Called the Two Amber Temple. Not
Yeah.
table.
Oh, temple. Sorry. I was thinking about the food on the table. Well, the Two Turd Table. There you go. She's been here too. That bitch.
Amber table.
That's what they transmuted the two turds.
Well, go over here by the floating baguettes. Poke them.
Baguettes are on the table. Just poke.
Okay.
Finger goes through it.
That's a truly a turd.
Well, I'm just gonna start.
So he said it's
touching
over
items on the
there.
table in that area until I
I'm gonna go.
hopefully maybe actually contact something.
I'm gonna try to touch some items over here outside of the transmutation area that he pointed out.
Why don't you have a seat at the table?
The chairs, your hands go through. The food, any of the food, the plates, you're touching, your hands go through. But Solaris, you bump a green copper ewer, embossed with the images of dancing bears, elks, and wolves.
Did you say skewer?
Ewer,
Ewer. I'm
Yep.
not familiar with the ewer. What's a
it's like
ewer?
a pouring device.
As soon as I bump it, I sort of like stop and like just sort of put my finger on it.
Finger on it.
Yeah, this thing is.
So you
real.
touch it.
Yeah. I'm just sort of like touching it. I'm like, this is real. And can I sense if the magic's coming from that now?
Yes.
Mm. No, I'm just gonna stay there for a minute and try and identify this thing.
Okay.
All right, drum
Roll your identify.
roll.
let's
Hero
do
point.
that. Let's do this Wolfie hero point here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And a
Rolls a
drum
one.
roll
No,
again.
not a one.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
better.
It's plus one.
Added a 1.
Getting up there.
Can I use like 10 more hero points? Big old like 11.
Quick,
That's another
quick.
one of his,
Some
DM hero points.
somebody sacrifice a hero point and give it to him.
How about the DM? Doesn't he have like 3 of them now?
That's right.
Yeah, nothing. You know it's magical. It's hard to kind of grasp what the magic is coming. I mean, you know the magic coming from, but it's hard to grasp exactly what this thing.
Trying like this without holding it and studying it seems to be tricky.
Trixie.
Well, does it have a liquid in it?
It's like it's a jug with like a wide mouth. I mean, if you know what a ewer is.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like yeah. Inside, yes, it does look there's liquid in there. Kind of peeking on the inside of it.
I'm gonna dip my finger in the liquid, just like fingertip.
Okay.
Just a tip.
It's there. It is not an illusionary liquid.
And pulling it out, I'm gonna like sniff my finger.
The old
Sounds like a very
sniff test. That's
basic
how you
wine.
do it.
What was that, Byron?
I said the old sniff test. That's how you gotta do it.
And it smells like, sorry,
Like a basic wine.
got wine.
She's a keeper.
Yeah, but it's transmutation magic. I don't know what it does, so I don't know if this wine is good or bad or between.
Well, I mean, need to test it, right? Hey, Jasper.
Lick my finger.
You gotta wake him up.
Jasper, free wine.
Wine? What? Jasper, here's wine. Wine? Wine? Give me out! Where's the wine? Where is it? He's gonna start shuffling around in the bag. Where's my mug?
Oh yeah, he's in the bag.
Where's my mug? Ah! I found my mug. Let me out. I can't get out the lid.
Jasper wants to get out. Should I let Jasper out?
Yes. Yeah, let him out. We got some wine here we need him to try.
As he unlocks it, he's gonna poop. He's gonna pop out and say, "I'm back." Where's his wine? Where'd I put him? There he is. There he is. Wine. Where's the wine? Here's my mug. Get a mug.
It's in this ewer, but I don't know what it does, and it's magical.
Put it in the mug.
Yeah, I'll pick up the ewer and
Okay.
pour in.
As you pick up the ewer,
Rolling that shit.
the chairs, the food, the plates, the cups, even the torches on the walls, and all the flames emitting from the chandeliers above you extinguish
Jasper
and
casts
fade.
light. Jasper casts light
hold
on
on.
the mug and says, "Give me the wine."
Hold on.
Give me the wine.
And well, I actually ask because it's already 10 o'clock here. Did you guys want to continue, or do you guys want to stop here? Because something's about to happen.
Like something we should continue along with?
Probably be another hour on top of it for sure. Maybe. Don't know.
Let's resume next week on my vote.
All right.
Cool.
With that,
Jasper
you
touches
are
a thing.
left in pitch
didn't touch anything.
darkness as everything extinguishes around you
Left
and the
in
door
pitcher.
left in pitch darkness. But yes, we will resume here with you picking up and grasping the handle of the ewer, picking it up slightly.
Why do you always gotta touch things?
And the door shuts behind you guys as well. All the lights go out. Everything's pitch black in here.
I always wanted to go to one of these restaurants where it's pitch black and the waitresses serve on you when they can't see either.
They literally serve on you. Just.
The bibs for.
Here.
Alrighty. Well, I'll end the session there. But it was fun.
Yeah,
It was a bit of an info dumpy, but
what a very eerie way to end it. The lights go out, the door slams shut, Jasper's been let out of the bag. Oh, it's gonna be great.
You mean what a Yuri way to end it?
Shut the cease.
you were
Shut.
gonna find out what happens next week.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
So yeah, that was a fun session. I enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and just end the recording there, I guess.
Hey, we gotta get used to it because Volley's on Thursday. We'll end abruptly.